Daru is now
recording in progress.
You're recording in process. You'll notice that it's now no longer a village, it's a town. It's grown a little bit in the year. Hopefully they want to continue to expand. It's become a local hub because Daru is that small settlement that has survived everything around it is the ruins of the old empire. So that means that under Daru, even though it's a small town, there's tons, even under the Red Keep, there are tons of dungeons, places, there's tons of treasure and things to still be explored and found. And so just kind of sharing that matter. Let's see, what else? So the river folk, Etha or Ithasiana works there. Each of these places that's blue, you can either go there to buy things, purchase things, learn new things, but you can also learn from those, proprietors, like rumors or potential story hooks that, from what they've, developed and learned about the world. This is the merchantry stall, particularly where they're selling stuff to you all. The trader market. This is where Mama Alucci and Trader Kessie still work. Now, Mama Lucci, she started selling rice and beans and things like that in the last season. Now she's upgraded a bit to where she's selling alchemy, like herbal infusions and things like that. So you can go there to see what you want to buy. Tasalo is still upgrading weapons, selling weapons, but he also has been talking and stuff about some experiences that he's had. So maybe you want to go there and find out what he's been talking about. And then there's a stable if you're looking to buy exotic breeds of what do you call it? Mounts, whether they be, I know Coin and Cackle already has, I always forget the name
JJ.
of your JJ. They're a Velociraptor. They're a blue Velociraptor. So just some things to think about. And then when you all are called at the end of the day around the 4:00 time, you'll be having your council at the Queen's Keep. So just giving you some overview there. Any questions? That's kind of just to give you an idea of like where we're going to be starting the story to kind of prepare yourselves as a group. And I'm going to go grab like some water, and then when we get back, we can kind of just jump in. Any thoughts? I'll allow you to talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Unless there's any questions for me before I step away. Okay.
Yeah, what all went down with Mabina? What was the deal with that? That would be
the thing with Mabina was that
or not just Mabina, but like what was going down with the princess? We know there was a sacrifice thing that was supposed to happen.
Oh yeah, can merchantry fill them in on what? Okay, yeah. So while I'm gone, why doesn't merchantry fill Coin and Cackle in? You can also do that in game, but you guys can fill them in starting now. Welcome to fill them in on what happened, because what both of you all were fighting demons on the night of the eclipse, the blood moon. So yeah, you all can welcome to share that as I come back.
Yes, of course we can fill you in. As Nick, I can fill you in. So yes, the incident that took place was that to finish this job that this god Shine wanted us to do, we needed to go out to the sea to this nearly sunken temple and get
God
these
with
eyes,
side eye, for the
these,
record. God with
black-
side eye.
Yes.
That's why we didn't agree,
pearls.
because I was side-eyeing that god as soon as we showed up.
Well,
Yes.
I was too, but he kind of brought Nick back to life, and so everyone was like,
Osei
"Come
died and
on,
came
he's
back
not
to life
that
there.
bad."
And
I was
this
like,
whole
"Just you wait."
and our resident cat Karasi was standing up for Shine, this like champion, he's not that bad, like he brought him back.
She
and
made a
I made
deal with
promise.
him. She needed to
Yes.
fulfill her end before she could walk away.
And
But
there
he went and been a jerk and changed
and there was
his
just
mind.
one more thing to do. It's not just getting the horn, it's getting these pearls. It's now completing the ritual, which we
The
find
horn.
out.
They told us to get the horn. We said no.
Yes.
To be fair, he went and killed you and then brought you back to life again.
Jesus, how many
Yes.
times have you died?
No, it was so
Technically 3 times.
Oh
Third
wow.
time's the charm.
Yeah, so third time's the charm. By the time that we realize that Alora, the daughter of the queen, needs to be ritually sacrificed in order
Yeah, we learned
for
that.
Shine to come about this world.
Well, and she was traveling with us to collect the pearls.
Yeah, she's been side by side.
So like we
helping
became
us fight
friends,
through
braided
these
each other's
adventures.
hair and shit.
it was pretty nice, and we see the Queensmen. Like the ship shows up, 30 armed guards come out, and a wizard, apparently the court wizard for the queen,
Oh, right, that guy.
does some weird magic and puts Alora in a trance and begins to go off with her. And it was then that we made the decision to fight them to stop this from happening, which in turn led to Osei truly dying. But before he died, let himself get possessed by the racist ghost sword, and was able to have one last fighting moment, still as Osei, dying on his feet. Everyone that was manning the ship that was not aligned with the queen. We're just there as hired people. Decided
like,
to
not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah, we'll ferry you back. We're cool with you. And we try to search for Alora and find out that water elementals that were conjured by the sorcerer from the Power of Shine actually took Alora all the way across the ocean back to the keep. So we had very little time to go ahead and rescue her. So we head to shore and we get intercepted by a group of guards, and who else but Mabina, telling us that she
Well, listen.
was very disappointed in our behavior. I can't believe that you've done this. And we were like, hold up a minute. We're having a ceremony for Osei, who died to try to save Alora. Because Osei's dead body was on the ship as they were doing their final rites and all. And without too much time to spare, she tells us that she already has a plan to infiltrate the keep, and she has a trusted source for this. They bring in a duck by the name of Quasimo to help us
we know him.
infiltrate. Yes, infiltrate the keep. We infiltrate the keep, going through the sewer system.
Well, you're welcome for alerting Mabina to the fact that you guys need it, or you're welcome for arming the resistance.
It, double-edged sword and all of that. We almost killed all the guards there, but thankfully there was no bloodshed. Nothing more than necessary. With that being the case, we staked up all the way through the sewer system up into the gardens where the ritual was taking place with Laura, right in front of the creepy Shine statue as the queen was getting ready with the ritual dagger. Our resident bird friend Kira sounded the march as we all rushed in to stop the ritual from taking place.
We've also met your dad, Kira. We've also had conversations with your dad previously.
Fuck
when
that
we were
guy.
Oh, fuck that guy, damn. Fuck that guy. I thought he was just a nerdy little book lover.
This is my dad.
Yeah.
He loves Khalid more than me.
Aw.
There's some family trauma there. We need to still work it out at some point, but that's for later.
Yeah, I saw that he was.
See, Khalid's a cult. I'm telling you, he's separating people from their loved ones. I'm telling you, Khalid's a cult.
No,
Don't
he
drink the
brought
Kool-Aid.
him back to life.
To be in his cult. To serve his own ego.
Yeah, let him. At least he's doing
Yeah.
something with his life.
Oh man, but yes.
Anyway, yeah, there's trauma there.
And with that field trauma, we entered into the fray as the queen got horribly roasted by our fireball from our necromancer, and died a very painful death as we stopped the ceremony from happening. But the energy from the ceremony did not dissipate, and summoned a demonic shard of what Shine was going to be. This massive writhing hand that is made up of smaller individual fingers. It was very horrifying.
All about the hands with that guy.
6 hands, 4 made an eye, and then the other 2 were clawing at you all. Yeah. So the 4 hands would like collapse in like this, kind of like do one of these.
Yeah.
And then inside of it was an eye.
horrible as they
Fun mini.
began to rip and tear into
There was
all
mini, show
of
me the
the
mini.
people around,
Mhm.
all the cultists, all the others. It did not discriminate. It did, however, have one in particular that they wanted to get to most out of all, which was Karasi, as
Mm.
she is the one that was the most
Made
had
the
the most
deal.
time with Shine, and even made a offer that it would leave if she willingly went with it. Karasi said, "Fuck that noise," and proceeded to punch the shit out of it, killing it.
Valid. Quite valid.
And with all of that being said, Alora was saved. The rule has been established of like the new ruling stuff of Daru,
Huzzah.
and that's how we are caught up. That's
Democracy
what
of sorts has come to Daru, which pleases me.
yes.
Did you guys ever figure out if the queen killed her husband? That was always heavily implied, but I figured
She had a
that maybe
husband?
that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the
to
old
me-
king.
After everything,
maybe he was
after
dead.
everything she was gonna do to her daughter, I'm gonna say yeah.
That's her stepdaughter.
I don't
Yep.
care.
That's even more
Even
reason,
worse.
right? That she probably.
Yep. Valid.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
secure
with the
her
yes.
rule.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because at one point we were dicking around down in the catacombs, and there was like the king was like a white or a zombie or something trapped in his sarcophagi by these druidic pillars, and you know the queen comes from the druids. So we
Oh.
were like, we can't
That's
deal
not-
with this right now because she's too powerful and is asking us to do things we don't want to do, but we're pretty sure she killed her husband, and so we were
Yeah.
Don't
sus
want to
on her
mess with
deals.
her.
Yeah, sus on her
Mhm.
deals, and we
Oh,
skipped
come
him.
on.
Yes.
That statue of Shine was funny.
Creepy.
One
Very,
hand covering everything but his dick. Eyes covered, mouth
That's
covered,
funny.
ears covered, dick out.
This is true. I
That
didn't
shows
even
the
think
ego
about
right
it like
there.
that, but you know, yeah, that's kind of
Because you were
fact.
describing how many. You were describing all six
All
hands.
the
covering
hands. I'm
all
like,
of these
yeah, he's got
senses.
this.
And I'm like, so no hands for the dick. No hands for the dick.
No.
Maybe he was just like a Ken doll.
Why is this not?
There's just a hand down there, like a fig leaf, just a hand.
That chicken running around back there sounds like we live in the hood right now. You know you live in the hood when your neighbor got a chicken. The roosters.
I've
be-
definitely lived where my neighbor had a chicken for sure.
Yeah, bro. That cockadoo doing 5:30 in the
At
morning.
5:30 in the morning,
And
Yeah.
not even just the once. It's like every 2 hours.
and you're
Yeah.
not like in the country. Like, where's this chicken? Where's this rooster at?
Yeah,
Who has a
that or
rooster?
the tamale man in the morning. I saw that on the internet today, and I was like, damn,
no.
this is so
Okay,
true.
let's change that one.
There are some problems over there, Malcolm, huh? You all right
Yeah,
there?
I'm trying to get the camera froze on the tabletop, and I'm trying to get the tabletop back, and it's just issues one after another today.
Okay. We believe in you.
Of course.
Now that one's frozen. Let's see. Okay, I think I know. Okay, let's try this one more time, and then if this doesn't work, then it is what it is. Nope, now that's frozen. I don't like that image.
Oh, I didn't screenshot it fast enough.
Oh my gosh, this is awful.
It looked like you were trying to come through the monitor, like
Yeah, like I'm
over
reaching
here.
for. Jeez.
I know. I feel like
Alright,
that
well,
would
we're
have
gonna
made a
have
great
no
like,
tabletop
profile
tonight.
picture
You're
for a
gonna have
while.
no me tonight. Like, I swear
I
these.
mean, we can always just shoot from the hip, you know.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know. Well, let me
We
just.
can be scrappy.
Use our imagination.
Imagine.
That is what we're gonna have to do. Let me see. Just deactivate one more time. Reactivate. Let's see what that
Imagine all the
does.
chickens that were around.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, did you guys ever play fucking Fable? You
Yeah.
remember kick the chickens in Fable? I used to spend a lot of time kicking the fucking chickens for no reason.
Give it a chance. They're making the new ones coming out soon.
I know. I
So
can't
many
wait.
new
It's gonna be
chickens.
good, man. I hope it's gonna be good.
You should play Zelda. You can kick chickens in that too.
Can he really?
But watch
Yeah,
out.
but they'll fuck you up.
Don't do it.
Watch
No,
out.
don't listen to him.
I'll
Don't do
play.
it.
I'll
He
play.
killed
Zelda-
so we can kick
Zelda has
chicken.
programmed me to not kick chickens.
Don't hurt the chickens in
Will
Zelda.
you
Don't.
get fucked up in Zelda if you get the chickens?
The chicken. If
Oh,
you
you're
hurt
trying
the
to set me
chickens,
up,
you
bro.
get attacked by a flock of chickens.
They all gig up on
To
you.
death.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Now I got to do it. I got to do it at least once now.
Chicken run.
I mean,
There you go,
practice.
Shuro.
There's no way around it.
That
Well,
was
you know, I don't know.
Ricky, all that to show me the mini.
all that. Well, I was also trying to get my
Suitably
tabletop
freaky.
back, so yeah.
And now you're frozen. But
Yeah, and
suitably freaky.
now I'm frozen. So yeah, it's that and that
Freaky.
was creepy. Yeah. So and then the free hands.
I
the
think-
creepy hands. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I'll get myself back or not. We'll see. Just gameplay. If I come back, oh well.
Well, now I'm just
Um,
imagining Shine comes back after like getting his shit kicked, and he's those thumb guys from Spy Kids. Like that's what he's reduced to.
A thumb.
Yeah, thumb.
Oh my god.
Okay. So
Little red
let's-
jumpsuit still.
So let's jump in and begin. And try to get an hour of gameplay. And this is how our this is how it normally is with our lower groups. So let's see.
Sorry.
No, it's not you all's fault at all.
Shit.
Yeah, like
We're too
shoot shit.
friendly. We're too friendly.
And we gotta you guys gotta build a little something going here. I kind of expected tonight to be a shorter session, so it's fine. Let's see. I will just kind of really briefly describe the scene and then let you all take it away from there. With all that you know, we can kind of let you all decide like what direction we're going. But let me say. Come on, Malcolm.
Right. Is there a place on Legend Keeper that would have told us about this festival that we're celebrating?
I will drop that in the chat, but I'll describe it first, and then
Okay.
we'll. And so, the festival is Oruayo. It's a spring festival inspired by Yoruba culture, typically like kind of New Year traditions. There's a lot of masquerades and community renewal rites. It also tends to celebrate the end of a dry season, well, in this case, it's kind of saying it's spring, so it's more so the end of this overly like soggy wet season and kind of like the blossoming of things new. There's a lot of ancestral blessings going on, a lot of trade and kind of village community activities. And then the idea that like joy is what brings prosperity. What I'll share is that we find the party relaxing, walking the streets and the paths throughout Daru. And the air of Daru is kind of thick from the from the heavy rains. The earth is a little wet. There's like a smell of like palm oil, and there's drums that roll through different parts of the city streets, and strings that are being plucked, and just a melodious time, a very festive time. The birds are active, the dogs are barking, the chickens are running around, the kids are diving between like stall carts and things like that, throwing balls, kicking, playing all of that in the streets. And as the children reeve through the crowds, as you all are kind of like watching them move past you, you also can see that people are preparing for these like kind of festive street processions that would almost what we would just like a parade, preparing for those. There's plenty of palm wine to be had and Bantu beer that's flowing freely from carved gourds, and you all are probably one of them. Well, Merchantry is one of the main shops that's got all your garlands and all your things very festive and set up. And amid those festivities, there is a pressing matter that late in the afternoon, you all have a council meeting. you're there as honorary members, both Merchantry and Coin and Cackle, to deliver your votes and to provide feedback to the leaders of Daru, which is now in 3 parts: Mabina, Alora the Queen, and Nicolo the Elder, over kind of having what you've been told is that this meeting is going to be about the direction of Daru, what you should be focusing on, what you should be focusing on, and then some of the pressing matters about the potential threats, the idea that there have been more possessions, sightings of demons or hauntings or undead. Consider you both have 2 necromancers. The undead are a little bit more common with this group. And that's also another thing, because Daru is also still very eerie of that. So I want you to understand, in Daru, Shoyebi and Jumbi are respected, but kind of you guys are considered kind of like weird, like voodoo doctors or like, eerie shamans because of your activities. So people don't completely trust those 2. And they are relegated to keeping their undead outside of the city limits. But because of demonic occurrences are up, dragon sightings up. Now, no settlement's been burned to the ground and no dragons have attacked, but just seeing dragons wheeling through the sky is kind of a terrifying sight for many of the villagers and those who live in the Ashlands. The idea of Jaffa being this having more trade with those who are sailing and going out into the world is very interesting. That could be something that comes up in matters. But yeah, these are all the things that may be discussed in this conversation in the council meeting. And so with that, I'll turn it over to you all. And you can either ask me more questions about the city or where you might want to go, or you can all kind of start talking to one another, just kind of like to ease us into where we're at. Come in. Come in.
I would say that Kira has devised a dramatic puppet show reenactment of our saving of the princess.
Okay.
So she is performing like every hour on the hour, somewhere near the stall.
Nice.
Makeda is sat. Makeda has popcorn. Makeda is ready to unpack themes loudly to all the children sitting around her.
Yeah. There's like clearly a script that she's following, but she's riffing with the audience. So if someone's like heckling her, she'll heckle back. So it's like a comedy show where you could see the same set and it could be slightly different each time.
Yeah.
Not even heckling, but it would be when you're talking about like, and then the queen sent us off. Makeda will be like, yeah, we were gonna do that shit.
Yeah, but we beat you to it, like,
because we weren't going.
Nice.
Anyway,
as you're giving your maybe 3rd or 4th performance of the day down the street, what comes walking by is a group of folks on stilts who are dressed like masked ancestors with these large masks on, like almost like paper mache masks with like very like shaggy like drapery on them, are like dancing through the streets, and some of the kids are like watching your show, and then some of the people are like for a moment diverted as they see them walk through, and then they turn back to you. Can I have a performance check for Kira?
oh no, I haven't. My dice.
You gonna provide some luck?
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
Wish me luck, my friend.
Little baby.
Let's see.
Is she gonna start headbutting you again?
I know, she's like, just ducky. Don't go on the ducky. Don't go on the ducky. No ducky. No ducky today. I should have said anything. I was just kidding.
Yes.
Oh,
Get him.
ducky.
Get him.
My performance is an 18,
So then
and I have rolled a 4.
Okay, that is a awesome success.
Good night, Ducky.
Bring out Quasimond.
Good night.
So I'm practically
Good
Ducky.
night.
Good night, Ducky.
All right, love you.
Good night, Ducky.
Okay, I'm the ducky for the night. All right, I love
Good
you.
night, Ducky. Good night,
He
Ducky.
starts talking about ducks. He's like, okay, you should go.
Mallards.
Yeah.
Any demands mallet. You have to give her what she wants.
She is asking for duckies, huh? Everybody's asking for mallards. Night, Emmy.
We don't have to bring him
So
back
yeah,
in.
wonderful.
It's fine.
So that successful performance is just to let you know that like these have been well received throughout the day, and basically you can. I know there's nowhere to mark this in the Dragon Bane rule sheet, but mark it on your notes that you have basically an inspiration, an automatic a boon, a free boon roll on a check in the future. That can be used in this session later. So we see Kira. So kind of the camera's pan and Kira's like put on these shows. I heard that Makeda has kind of sat down with like popcorn and like whatever little snacks and things that are being offered in the village. What are the rest of you? What do we see some of you others doing?
I mean, all the hyenas are probably sitting together snickering, right? I imagine that's what we're doing.
Kaz just like sitting right behind McKenna, like poking her, trying to figure out, asking her like what this next meeting is about, since she sends the no things before.
Yeah, like we knew she was evil. We knew she was evil beforehand. We knew. That's the tyrants.
I just wanted to hear from the other characters on screen. It's just kind of just to get a visual of you first before I interject.
I think you might see Karasi in another area of the festival doing a demonstration of mentalism, and so it can look a little bit like magic to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's able to levitate, she's able to make flashes of light, etc. So you see her doing sort of a demonstration there, trying to entertain.
It literally is
the
magic.
kids.
So yeah, so somewhere. I imagine that some of this is taking place maybe in this area near the Pillar of Echoes, which is kind of like a central part of town near the Hearth House. That's awesome. So Karasi finds herself like levitating
tricks.
and doing some
Like
magic,
just
doing some of your
the
magic
easy
tricks.
stuff.
Yeah, doing your little one-off spells. And they're like, whoa! Like completely in awe by these running, laughing. What else? Who takes care of the merchantry stall? Because I know without Osei there, who checks on that? I know you have people to work there, but
There are people who work there, but I think that we better all collectively run this business together.
I feel like we have a schedule where we check in on the break between
Shifts.
shows. So we've worked it out so that there is somebody
that's
checking in at
perfect.
least once every hour.
okay, sounds good. I don't have an NPC.
I feel like I should have a tip jar out for the puppet show just in case people are feeling generous. It's a free puppet show, but what if?
Yeah, roll that success for the course of the day. Give me a D20 roll.
Okay. A 5.
5? Okay. So you've accumulated 5 silver.
Ooh, big money.
There's a moment as the basket's getting passed around where Makeda's like, there's too many people around, so she passes it.
My perception was high enough, which I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is.
You guys wouldn't happen to have any books for sale in merchantry, would you?
This would be one of the merchants we're installing. Books? I do, an old Aldarian book. Would you be interested in it?
Well, that depends. I'm more of a collector by subject.
It has to do with, I'm looking here, an author by the name of Makeda.
Oh.
Hmm.
And author by the name of title?
It's too worn out. I can't read it.
Hmm.
I'll tell you what. It's been here for a bit. I don't have a huge inventory of books, so, and you seem like someone who's interested. Why don't I hand it over to you for a silver piece?
Silver piece? Ding! Silver piece. Snatches it. No.
Is this a book that you lost, Makeda, at one point, or is it?
I don't know.
Or maybe it's a book that you put your name in that wasn't your book, or that.
I know that's also what might be the situation.
What made
I know-
what? Because I'm actually now wondering what Nick, if this is something that I don't know about, or did you all come across?
In the inventory, there is a Aldarian book that has Makeda on it.
It's probably one of your books that you lost, and I forget how they got
Or
a hold
sold
of it.
when we
Or
were.
sold,
Yeah, it was when the
or
shi-
sold.
It was when the ship
Yes,
crashed. Or...
you all sold one of your books to their merchant people.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
Well, I just bought it back.
buying your book back. You just bought your book back.
Oh well. I'm pretty sure I was like haggling for something, so I think I got a good deal out of it.
You probably got a good
It
deal.
was,
good
it
job.
was for bandages. It was for bandages. Now I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this book has seen wear and tear, so you didn't recognize it at first.
Wow, you guys treat books like shit. It was in mint condition when it left my.
They like drew little dicks on inside of it. Like go to page 32 and it's like a fucking this little like guy with a dick.
If you're here, you're gay. Yeah.
One
yeah.
caricature
I
of like
just
Quasimon
sell the
just
inventory.
crossed out.
I don't grab it. I can't say anything about that.
The only thing that might be on it is there might be a symbol, a merchantry symbol.
I'm interested to know what.
Wasn't it the book
QB?
of poetry?
No, the book of poetry was written by someone else.
Ah.
It was a translation collection, but Makeda.
Well, I think what it was is you sold the book, and when they bought it, I put it in their inventory as like probably a note as from Makeda. So the person who's working the stall probably thinks you wrote it, but like it's probably maybe you marking that it was like your book at one time. That's the way I'm like kind of rationalizing it.
100% Makeda is marking down on
like
title pages from the collections of Makeda Adana,
yeah,
traveler from Aquila.
There we go. What do we find our necromancer? Well, we're gonna say Shoyebi's flittered, so Shoyebi's off doing his own thing. But what do we find Jumbi doing? And then what do we find Ashton maybe up to? I think I heard that Kazan or Ohan's character, as I know he has another character up there that says Salvo right now, but that's a mothership character. But what is and maybe what do we find Kazan doing? But it sounded like Kazan was like sitting near the rest of the other group. But yeah, want to know what those groups are doing. What those others are up to.
Okay. I think I'll be looking through the other groups like wares and weapons and such, just to take a look at them, and because he's a blacksmith by trade.
What do you need? We have a lot of.
And by the way, you don't all have to be in the same place. You don't have to be at the merchant stall if you don't want to. Like, there's a few.
We're hanging out, Malcolm.
Do you think?
Do you want some materials? Do you want some like weapon and armor? We have a few selections here.
Oh, I'm good on armor, thanks. But
polish the golden plate.
I'm actually looking for some special metal. Something that would some kind of unique metals.
Okay, I might have something. You see, looking in the back, you see a little bit of time take place, probably like a couple minutes, and the shopkeeper comes back and there are a few, not ingots, not like ore, but you can see actual like accessories and decorations of like, you see like a crown and a helmet that's kind of like worn and torn, that looks like it's been being melted down into some sort of material. You're not really sure like firsthand what it's made out of, just because of like, it's kind of like has some dirt on it, it's a little old, but he brings it out and it's like, so I have this crown here. It's like 10 silver for this. Might be something you could reforge into something if you want. There's also this a little bit worn helmet, broken here, so not really usable anymore. But you could melt it down and make something new with it. And for that, I would say 3 silver.
Is this enough metal like that I can like is it like a big?
So the helmet's like a full-sized helmet. You could wear it, but it has like dents and like, you know, holes in it, so it's not really good for protection anymore.
But you could make a craft. You can take it to the, you could blacksmith and fix it.
Or you could, use the materials to make something.
To make something else, yeah.
Probably
how many broken with stuff did you have here?
Looking at the inventory again. It's just this. I don't have a whole lot of just raw materials that would be like this. So that's why I also got the crown here. It could also be used for that.
Okay, I think I'll take this helmet here. See that other hyena there, McKenna? It'll be on her.
Michaela's like opening the.
Free silver.
I'm buying this.
So 3 silver.
You bring toys to the counter, and your mom's got to pay for it.
Well, Michaela will come. Michaela will come. See, what are we getting? What are you getting?
I'm gonna buy.
You see this? The
5 foot nothing, like at Kazan's elbow, adjusting her barrel stone glasses. Like.
3 silver.
Oh, is that my
3
boy?
silver?
Is that my boy, Kazan? Kazan, hey. This drunken dwarf staggers over to you. He is the master blacksmith, Tasalo. You would recognize him clearly here in Daru. He's clearly off today, enjoying himself with a flagon of Bantu beer in one hand. He slaps you on the back from very high, from low upward. Bah, how you doing? Hey, Kazan, have you seen, where's Drill? Have you seen Drill?
Drill? I thought I did. McKenna, have you seen Drill?
Drill.
Oh, it's that old, the flitter kicking in. Drill is our other artisan who is flitter today, but he goes out, and I digress. Tomorrow, sir, we should be getting back. I should see you in as we need to work on some and what's been happening is Tasalo's been, you all are, you're a master blacksmith. I know you have those heroic abilities, but he's been kind of like training you all up in like other areas, which is kind of like maybe leading into your like magical crafting, kind of an apprenticeship. And so he's hoping to see you there. And when he's not drunk, is because Tasalo is kind of known for the one thing he loves more than, or as much as he loves crafting, is his libation and his drinks. And but he does mention, he goes, well, I'll let you go, but I did also want to share a little bit about that old when you all did that job a few months ago, your group, the hyenas and the rest of you, the others of you, Kazan, when you went down and you were escorted those Kibrians near Jaffa, remember that old place, the spirit bottle? That, the tavern bar you found?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. The old, I don't even know the name, that half orc, the proprietor of that place. I went down there, okay, about a month ago, and I think she spiked my drinks so that I would lose a gambling bet and robbed me. So, when you get a chance, or whoever gets a chance, I would love someone to go down there and find out what's going on, because there's definitely some skullduggery going down in that area.
How much did you lose?
Yeah. I'll be leaning. I'm just gonna kneel down at my eye level. I have my hands on his shoulders, keeping him steady and stuff. I'd be like, man, why are you drinking and gambling again? You gotta relax, dude.
I know, it's not supposed to gamble while I'm drinking. I try to do them separate, but there's so much fun to do it together. But those drinks, there's something about the drinks there. In Spirit Bottle, it's something about the drinks.
Listen, we'll go check it out. And I'll ask and I'll see what's going on there, okay? But you gotta promise me, you gotta keep these two things separate.
I'll promise for today. And he like runs off.
Next time I see him again, I'm gonna throw him.
What's Jimby up to?
You can be sniffing around the backside. He don't trust none of these motherfuckers.
It's the backside of where? Where's he at?
The merchant stall.
Oh, the merchant stall?
He's just around the back of the stalls on the side. He's watching his own. I'm watching my own people.
Okay.
I'm just kind of, looking around.
Do you have
No,
to
here,
be
I'm
so
gonna
close?
distract. I'm distracting.
I'm
seeing
I don't like crowds. I don't like crowds or people.
He's being all jumpy. Yeah, like jumpy.
I'll try and distract. I want to
He's on
distract the
high
merchant
alert.
guy by selling him a necklace.
Oh, how much?
Well, you see, these are sun beads from Gondora, a gift of the honored matron there. I really could not bear to part with them for any less than 5 gold.
And then I keep doing the puppet show.
I would buy it from you for 20 silver.
20 silver. You have a deal. One
Alright.
sun bead necklace is now yours.
Suddenly one of the parades that's coming around in the street behind you all, it's not really a parade procession as much as a procession of folks who are draped in kind of a lavender colored robes, like light accented greens, and they all seem to be wearing like masquerade, like masks on sticks that all appear to be, which are a bit, I imagine, are jarring to you all, whether you're merchantry or you are Coin and Cackle, as they are those adorned smiling sun and moon, some of them in gold fleck, gold paint, and and they go and they're like singing songs. All praise hail to the one true Emperor God, Kalorin, and they're like flutes and stuff. They kind of like sing and dance as they like are coming by, and you realize that they are a subsect of the Church of the Sunspire or the Luminescent Sun. They are the religious offshoot of the Order of the Veil. So clearly this is and they're not elves, they're humans of all colors, creeds, and classes who are here in Daru. A small group nonetheless, but maybe a couple halflings there, some dwarves. So it doesn't seem to be a discriminatory thing, like in terms of the way you look at it, but they are worshiping the Emperor, but very much elven culture in their demeanor.
Besides them, are like the onlookers or other, like, is there any animosity with the people who aren't joining in the dance? Or
no, people don't seem to scoff at them. It's because of the nature of Daru being what do you call that, polytheistic, and just everyone in this being a set festival where everyone's celebrating their gods, they're fully, you know, kind of accepted. They kind of stand out like a sore thumb a little bit, but no one is like, yeah, but they're welcome nonetheless.
Because Ashton spent some time with the Knights of the Vale, would the Knights of the Vale's opinion of this offshoot be like, okay, they're just kind of doing their thing, or they're like, we don't really like these guys, or what's the Knights of the Vale's perception of this offshoot?
Yeah. Give me a awareness check with a boon based on the time maybe in this past year that you spend with. Also, we don't have to explore this game, but also remember, merchantry, you also caught a knight and possibly interrogated one of them, and I don't know what you did with that fellow. I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if he's alive.
We killed him and then put him in the bone army.
Okay, so let's make sure Coin and
His
Cackle does
bones
not
are in
know this.
service.
I'm sure this wasn't shared with.
You told us that he
He was-
was terrorizing a town.
He
and
was
we were like, not on our watch.
he was fucking with the farmers,
Yeah.
and
Good choice.
and so he was.
So
He was-
we went
um,
out and served justice. Also, those bitches just robbed our stall.
Have you shared this with? That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know if you've shared this with American Tree. Otherwise,
I'm
I'll keep it to myself.
sure.
If Kiera's
I don't
around, I feel
know.
like it's up to
Yeah,
Kiera.
I bet she's
think.
a loudmouth. I bet she's a loudmouth about it. That she's pissed about
So
it.
she's been talking about how the Order of the
She's
Veil, these
probably-
knights showed up and took something from the
Yeah.
stall.
We've
Ransacked
upped
the
our
shop.
security because people think that they can just come in here and take whatever they want. So we've got extra eyes on this guy, thinking he's just sneaky watching us out the back. No, we have eyes.
Can
What's your
everyone stop
awareness
looking
check,
at me?
Ashton?
I rolled a double 13.
Okay, that's a success.
That at the pass. Yeah.
Okay. You get the feeling from what you've heard, from what you've hung around the knights or the order, they find that the zealots are annoying but useful for the spreading of the word, you know, as they put it. And so you get the feeling that the knights are less, some of them are just as dogmatic, but they also are a little bit more controlled and orderly. So yeah, they do find them a little bit more like outcasts, but they understand that that there's a place for that kind of pageantry, and so it's allowed. It's kind of
Spin-off idea: performance group, pageant tree, merchantries, traveling boy band.
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah, say
open.
that idea.
I'm open.
Write that down. Write
is so Jumbi's watching everybody. Where at this point is Ashton standing around like kind of watching this go by? Is that where we see, maybe is this where we kind of first zoom in on Ashton a little bit?
Yeah, he's just kind of sitting up high by himself, so Elrond has a good view. All the festivities.
I don't know if you're okay with. So what I have, no, what did I do for? Oh no, sorry, that's show. Yebby. What did I do with your? For you. So this is a good time to share a couple things. Takula's not here, so I'll skip. Karasi has been considered by the people of the village the enlightened one. She's considered a priest who he's able, basically, not that you're a teacher, but people come to you because you're one of the few people that know mentalism. Kira has been given the title of griot, or like high storyteller, responsible for keeping some of the histories, along with other priests, the histories of Daru under, as you're doing, right, under Nakalo. Shoyebi has become known as the town undertaker, or the person who's the celebration of life. Drell, we'll skip. We still haven't introduced your character, Nick. I will assume here shortly. Makeda is kind of master scholar for Alora, and so you probably spend a little bit or offered a lot of space within the palace because I think of that. Let's see. Ashton is considered a very like a wise, like an old wise man. Like, you're like, people come to you for all the tales of the old world, anything about the old world. And
or Chuck.
Grand and beautiful, damn night can moved it.
Drell and Kazan are apprentices, and Jumbi, you are considered a death priest, where you often provide last rites to those who are dying or passing into the next life.
I love that for me.
That is a hell of a title.
Yeah. So as all this is occurring, kind of sharing those things, you see Drakkar walking through the streets. Now, for you, then I think everyone knows Drakkar. Everyone should have met Drakkar, but Drakkar is this massive orc, who is a specimen who is almost 7 foot tall. He's normally in the old way we would have met him in season 1. He would have been decked down in complete plate armor, never showing it himself. He now just kind of wears some chainmail. His arms are exposed, some gauntlets, and now like wears some adornments. And he only signs. So you see him signing to his troops. All the troops are able to like sign as he gives them direction. But you also see beside him is what appears to be maybe a squire or an apprentice of some type, and she is standing kind of looking. She seems to be observing everything that Drakkar does. Now, you all know that many of you would have learned over the past year that the reason Drakkar signs is because he doesn't have a tongue. He can't speak necessarily, and so he can hear very well, but he uses the sign language as his very much mode of operation for speaking. And I might have a new updated version of him in Legend Keeper, but we don't have to spend time looking for that right now. But yeah, you see him, and then beside Drakkar, you see this squire, and you see him signing for her to go over and make friends with, he's like with that group. He clearly is signing, like, if you know anything, maybe without you making languages checks, for those of you who just understand, who've gotten used to understanding some of Drakkar's signing, he's pretty much saying, hey, you're off right now. And that's a group probably wants you to be with for some time. So get to know them. And maybe some of you have even met her before. Maybe you've seen her around. But now she is sauntering towards you. Nick, take it away.
Yeah. So after you see this tall figure clad in this plate armor, there is a large shield on her back. There is a mace to her side. For the group of the merchantry, you recognize the shield. This is actually the shield that you acquired back in your time raiding the catacombs, and killing the undead knights in the crypts. And she takes off her helmet, and you see
zombies.
Oh yes, you see long blondish hair wrapped in a ponytail, green emerald eyes, pointed ears, fair skin. It is an elf. And she has a green cloak around her neck, and close to that, there's also some sort of like silver necklace or something like that you can see, some sort of metal necklace. It's hard to tell. But she approaches, gets closer to the group that's kind of forming around the stall at the merchantry, and you've seen her around here and there, helping around Daru, doing some odd jobs and patrolling as a knight slash, like squire around. Never talked to her though, but she approaches, and
Oh my gosh, are you friends with Dakar? We hung out with Dakar for so long. Did you see my puppet show? He's in the puppet show.
I did at a distance, and Captain has treated me very well. I've been
Good.
training under him for about a year. Is it 2? I think a year.
Well, any friend of his is a friend of ours. Welcome,
Pleasure to meet
Kira.
Kira.
You are?
Sylvia is my name. Yes. She greets you with a pleasant enough smile.
Wow, your eyes are so green. I've been working on our logo. I might make the leaves a little more green because it's striking. I hope that's not crazy to say. I thought you should hear it.
That sounds wonderful.
Thanks.
So, I was told that I had some time off from Captain. What are you all doing right now?
Well, mostly killing time before we have some council meeting. Sounds important.
Right, I should be escorting you when the time's close.
Excellent. Is it like a leave your weapons behind kind of escort, or like a definitely bring your weapons with you kind of escort?
You see that she kind of has this like wheel spinning kind of like look. Kind of goes blank for a second. I don't think I'm supposed to leave my weapons.
Oh, then I won't leave mine. Excellent.
You're talking about the council meeting. You are always welcomed into Laura's presence with your weapons because they trust you all. So, of course.
But this is like our first council meeting?
You've had other council meetings. This is just the one
Oh.
for this festival. It's like probably you have them every quarter, something like that. And this is like the first one of this year.
She's not as nervous about it then.
Yeah. Suddenly, as you all are having, all of you around, all of you witness this as you're talking. Suddenly, there is this syncopated rhythm coming down the street. Dun, 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 dun. And you see like these kind of dancers and then like musicians drumming in a small procession in a small group. Humans seem to be having a great time, and like there is a little chest or like a little box on this small like baby elephant that's being like proceeded through the streets, and it stops right across from where the merchantry stall is in the marketplace. And as they're dancing and drumming, the air splits as there's a boof and like a burst of smoke and like ribbon and colors. And then as all this smoke and these colors goes, the baby elephant's okay. It's more of like a burst of like confetti and smoke. It's more like, flare than there's anything dangerous about it. All the kids go, ah! People clap, and then there's this thundering cack and hiss as this mechanical tent rolls off the elephant and into the street, and then erupts and starts to like, like a mechanical fold-up tent just unfolds and places itself right across from the merchantry stall. And as it does, these silk panels unfold, this emerald gold and indigo, and they all just kind of snap into place. And then atop that chest that slides out of the tent is a fellow, a little halfling.
Makeda leans over to Kazan and is like, "Can you craft that? Can you craft
Is
that?"
it a duck? An irritating duck?
A little halfling.
Jelly.
That like jumps out, and he's on top of the chest and he starts to do a little song and goes, I got deals. I got deals, I got steals, and he's just like going through this whole thing, and and as he jumps off in the slides, he goes, "Welcome everyone to I am Dejeli, Baco, and I have the wares and I have a merchant stall with things of the like you have never seen. So come on down, please, please." And all the people that were at the merchantry stall just go, and just all the people that were watching Kira's show, and they just all rush over to Dejeli's, and he goes,
In
"I've got
great
the wonders that your
eyes."
mother warned you about." And
Kate
now
is, like,
you are
dragging
all
Kazan
alone.
after her. That's
All
cool.
of you, Merchantry, Coin and Cackle, standing alone across the street from everyone crowding around Dejeli's cart.
No, I want to go. I want to go.
Anybody have a stink bomb we can set off in their stall?
Wow,
Well,
that's really impressive.
Ashton will
looking.
look at his
Hey,
coin
it'll
purse,
draw
look at
more.
the few silver and copper, close it, sniff.
A little moth flies out.
This will be good for business because it'll bring more
Makeda's
people
running
to
in
the
place,
area.
arms extended, while Kazan's holding onto her tail. Just
Not everyone will be able to afford the cool stuff he has. They'll want some of our cool stuff. This is fine.
And you hear him,
You have cool stuff?
Oh, wow.
Daru, my beautiful Daru, why would you buy dull when you can buy the dazzling? Why settle for steel when you can have a story behind it? Come
Story?
around. And folks just kind of
I
like,
love stories. Let's go.
The people want stories. Got it?
If nothing else is happening, I think you would see Sylvia getting caught in the excitement and go over to browse.
okay. You find him selling a number of things. Very interesting little like knickknacks and a lot of different trinkets and things like that. But some of the things that are like on the main display that he's kind of like going on and on about are items like a griot, like a echo lute. It's like this some of these more magical items. So like there's a lute that he kind of goes on and on about, and then he transfers over to this this saffron veil that as he like plays with it, he's like able to like kind of like wrap it around himself, and he'll like disappear and like appear somewhere else like 30 feet away, and he kind of unveils it. And then he has these like boab seeds, and he like throws one up, these like boab, big like tree seeds, and he's like kind of like jumbo size, like almost like the size of small grenades. And he goes, "Everybody step back," and he throws one against like an old tree, and it just explodes into a bunch of colors, and it literally blows up the tree. Very dangerous, but good stuff. So these are like seed grenades.
Symbolism.
And then other things that he shows off, these like brass like anklets or bracers that he has them place them around someone's like arms, whatever, and then it like he like asks them a question and they like immediately tell like the truth, and like he goes through those. So he just has a number of these like weird little magical knickknacks that you all are seeing demonstrated live.
Mm-hmm. Can I get? What's the like? Can I get a vibe or clock this guy? How far has he traveled to get here? Are people surprised to see stuff like this? Does he know the local customs?
Absolutely. I think you could give me a awareness check.
Where is he from? Awareness. Awareness success.
Okay. I think you get the feeling that Dejeli is from these lands, but maybe has definitely traveled and made his way back to the Ashlands. He's basically probably been to other parts of Akbalon, He's been from outside of here. A lot of these newer faces are coming from places, are coming from the ports of Jaffa, which means that there are lands, which is letting everyone know that the lands beyond are actually starting to connect back to the world. And so while you don't necessarily know where he's from, he's definitely not from around here from that standpoint. And I think if you're trying to kind of better identify, I think it would help by understanding is I think with some of the lore that's going on, you would also know that like when it comes to maybe over the past year, many of you have seen the full map of Akbalon. And now that you kind of know about it, you all live essentially in this region. And with Jaffa being open, there must be cities that are, well, that town of Daru shouldn't be there. I'll have to delete that. I don't know why that's there. But there must be, maybe he could be from Signor, he could be from Ominara, or maybe even from Vidria, which you don't know very little about. The thing about it is the Nibet Pass leads to the northern, more Asharan lands, those like desert lands of Akbalon. But most people never go this way, which is why it's likely that he came off of a boat, because transferring this way, so far, people just disappear when they go past the Amandazi Plains. There's almost been argument that you couldn't even leave the Ashlands from either the Craglands or the Nebeshan Pass. It's even difficult to leave. It gets so treacherous, it gets so cold in the high peaks above Jawbone Pass that most people haven't made it over. And like it's considered that the Kibwe people are ancestors to the Kibrians, but those Kibrians have been cut off for so long with the Joyfall, with the Barathon fire. So most likely I say all that to say you're probably assuming he comes from the south off of a boat.
Where is Bone Grind in relation?
Bone Grind is right here, just
okay,
very close, right off the shore. Maybe a day or two's
not
ride.
as far as I thought. Okay.
Not far at all. And actually, this map probably does it a bit of a disservice based on what it really is. Based on where you're at, Grindbone it's actually wrong on that map.
Oh, it's a Grindbone.
Bone Grind is about less than a day away. Yep, right here. Or Grindbone. Sorry, yeah, Bone Grind, Grindbone. We know exactly what you're talking about.
It's that.
And then about 2 shifts past there, about 12 hours past that is where Stronghold of Arion is, which is where our the largest force of those Knight Order of the Veil have been spotted. Solo Ola is less than half a day, less than a shift away from you, and that's Khalid's old territory, right? It's right here. So these are the settlements that exist, and then the only other large settlement is about a full week away, which is Gondora, which is where our folks who are Coin and Cackle have pretty much spent a lot of their time as well.
Can I burn a couple of willpower points to do an intuition? Because before I engage in the fun and games that are on display, I need to know if I can. Do I sense or vibe any possible ulterior motives besides profit?
Okay, so you can burn willpower and ask that question to the DM, and as you do, I will tell you that honestly, this seems like just healthy competition. Almost unfair because of his bells and whistles, but Dejeli is simply there to wow people and make as much coin and profit as possible.
Perfect. Makeda engages fully. Yeah. Paranoia out the window.
So no need for paranoia here. I don't know if anyone is trying to talk, find a way through the crowd to talk to Gisele, or if they're just maybe trying to be purchasing, or if they're just like, oh, forget this guy, or I know there's a lot of you today, so trying to like peace out. I'll try to continue to do my rounds, but this is also just setting up something whether you engage with him or not. It's just setting up he'll probably be around this season.
New recurring character.
Yeah. Oh, look who it is. We've got someone, a new player arrives. Colin. We'll keep playing. I'll fill Colin in as we keep going. He'll kind of like watch as we get settled in. But hey, Colin,
how's it going? Glad to see all of you.
Guys have a competition in the cool merchant division.
Yes, a new merchant has entered the fray and is challenging for the merchantry stall area. A fellow named Dejeli, who has put on quite some pageantry and quite a show to his stall. Clearly from probably another part of the land. And other than that, the groups have just been kind of getting to know each other, preparing for the council meeting, and sharing some old stories, and just kind of catching up on what's changed in Daru so far.
Does his stall have any books in it?
Dejeli focuses on shiny things, so no.
Okay.
What is Karasi looking for when you ask that question?
Well, just anything of magical nature, spell books, scrolls, anything like that might be worthwhile. Or does it mostly look just like a flash?
No, scrolls. I think he has some things of worth in possible magic. Is there a particular magical scroll you're looking for, or spell maybe?
I'm just expanding her knowledge.
Yeah.
You know.
I think there's probably a 40% chance that he has some kind of alchemical potion that you're looking for. There's probably the same amount of chance that he has a spell that you're looking for in a spell scroll, like, you know, that he pulls out of these big barrels full of scrolls. In addition, if I didn't share before, because there's so many of you on the call today, like over the past year, Karasi at the priest, the kind of commune where Nikalo is, they would have shared with you, if you look in the Daru map or in that area, those folks would have also shared with you that as you have shared with them more about what you are looking for, they would have shared the lore of a regal Kushite catfolk king. They call him Ankh Tale, or the Lion of Nebet, who is said to be like a master mentalist. So if you were looking to train under a master mentalist, that is a potential lead to that. That's not what we're talking about here now, but just sharing that. If you have more questions about that, they would know more about that in that part of Daru. But yeah, I think depending on what you're looking for, there's probably a random chance of you finding it, and then I can let you know what it costs if that's what you're...
Sure, she'll take a look.
Okay. I'll leave it to you to let me know what you're looking for.
Okay.
As this is happening, Bina comes around, sees the party, sees both of you. Fun times. How are you all doing today? Sylvia, I see you've met the group. Kira, Takula, Karasi.
Sylvia's muted.
Ashton. The queen is wondering if maybe Alora is wondering if maybe we could start an hour earlier this afternoon, if you're all free.
That depends on how fast I can push to the front of that crowd.
Okay. And so clearly you have pushed to the front of that crowd. And as you do,
all 5 foot nothing of
Dejeli is like, yes, and okay, yes, and he has like people working for him who are like purchasing things, and he goes and he sees you and he says, friend, what are you looking for? What can I help you with?
We have a lot of flashy tricks. I'm a little curious, especially, you must tell me.
I'm a flashy man.
How does the tent?
Oh, how does the tent work? I met a man who was a clockworksmith some time ago who built it very easy for me for some decent gold. It is not my doing. Dejeli is a wondrous man, but a wondrous halfling I am through my ability to speak and my ability... And he kind of moves it, grabs behind his large ear and shares of shiny gold coin to have coined everything in this world. I can either be acquired through a slick tongue or enough coin.
And if, well, all things are improved by one or the other, and then Makeda's going to do a gold coin trick of her own to try and they'll walk it across her knuckles.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, I can. Success.
Ah, I see. Slick you are.
So what are the specific little trinkets he's got going here? He's got his exploding, dangerous tree seeds.
Yeah, he's got the tree seeds, the grenades. I mean, and in addition to other things that like I probably couldn't list the entire thing. If there's something maybe that you like even add to the story and say that you're looking at, but like those main things is like this like a mirage step saffron that he kind of played with that gold, like that scarf that he was able to like kind of like
yes.
little trick. He had the let's see. He has this the loot that he was talking about, the griot loot. It's a, what would I try to say? Songs played on it. He could play a song, or he can say something as he would play it, and he could like throw his voice very far where like the people up front couldn't hear it, but it could be heard in almost like sonar in a very specific place. The saffron like is like kind of like a misty step kind of deal, and then the boab seeds are literally like they're just mini grenades. The brass the bracers are essentially like truth serum. They're almost like shackles. They're not really like you can like put them on somebody and make them tell the truth. They're kind of Wonder Woman's golden. No, he put them on someone else and then like made them and he took them off. Okay. He's not wearing them. He is
this scarf thing. How much for that little rag and the saffron
that little rag? That little rag is fairly expensive. It is let me see here. For you, I could do 60 gold coin.
Only 60 gold for an object this potentially powerful.
Considering that, like, you all have if you already have 60 gold, you essentially are filthy rich. You all are like, you are the upper class folks at this point right now.
I'm blinded by holding the party purse.
But
could you perhaps facilitate a bit of a barter, a bit of a trade, some coin, an object that is shiny enough, but I'm sure will sparkle with a little extra jelly elbow grease with no trouble whatsoever for your next town?
But I know you have it. I've seen your clothes. I gave you a deal already. It's like I mean, what do you have to offer? Maybe if it's something.
Now, I have for you, as Cheryl accesses the riches and trade goods. I'm gonna whip out. She's. Gag.
Oh no!
Sorry, I don't know what's going on tonight. I know. I'm back.
Too many people.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. I'll deal with
I blame.
Don't worry about the screens.
Go
I'll fix all that.
Go
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh god! Brace yourself.
But what was she saying? We're gonna take a 5-minute break here soon.
Oh.
So
yeah, Makeda whips out the 3 rings: a dented gold one,
okay,
another gold one that is engraved with worn hieroglyphs, and a silver ring etched with spiderweb filigree. And she's gonna whip out these 3 rings and kind of do a little walk a wiggle where now each one of these rings alone has a most fascinating tale of where they have come from, what they have seen, and what perhaps with the right storyteller, they can do.
Can I have a persuasion or performance check, whichever you prefer?
Yeah, I don't want to take up too much time going into each detail, but
Yep.
if he wants her to, she can expand on.
Anybody
you
can
know,
jump in
the-
here too. Like, yeah. So Eddie's showing up too. So this is everybody. Like, don't worry about the screens. We're role playing.
Sorry about that.
No
Check everyone
worries.
out.
Performance or persuasion. Okay. Persuasion is a success. Performance would not be so. Persuasion. Persuasion.
Who's Armenian?
Persuasion.
Feel so persuaded.
Success.
Be persuaded. Be persuaded, Jelly.
During this kind of a smaller voice, Kira, you hear, were you looking to get anything from there? I can help you get to the front.
Oh, the thing I had my eye on, I think, just got bought. I doubt he has 2 of those.
Never know.
I guess it's always no if you don't ask. Let's go ask.
And Sylvia leads the way to help Kira get to the front.
As you see, the persuasion check was a success. I take it, Makeda.
Yes.
He says, "I will take all 3 rings and 50 gold."
And 50. It was already going to be 50, wasn't
You-
it?
It was going to be 60 gold, but 40 gold, and I'll take all 3 rings.
40 gold. Hold,
I mean,
please,
he starts to go through your rings and pretty much devalue them. Like, this right here, this is nothing. I'm going to have to tell a story for this. I'm going to have to make something up for this
I'm
one.
giving
This
you the
one right here, the
story for
hieroglyphics,
this.
this one's pretty cool. I can make a better story for this one. And maybe I can even infuse it with some actually real magic, but I mean, it's kind of on. It's not even real. He's just like, but I like them. They have character. I see what you're doing.
And character isn't character. Well, character
It's
35.
This dented
Probably
one, this one is from a married couple, and they're accosted by orcs in the middle of the forest. And
Excuse me.
Words,
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Hags.
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 Hags, we found this encrusted to the bottom of the cauldron that had.
So I should pay even less. What you're telling me is that it is cursed.
I am telling you, in fact, that their love is what defeated the hag, and that strength is imbued into this ring still to this day. Can't you feel it?
I have actual gold.
Ah.
Yeah, it's at this point. that
Would
we
you
show
like
up
to-
as-
As he moves his hands over and goes, "My bird friend, would you
How-
like to
how
just
much
buy
is
this
that?
for the normal price of 80 gold coins?"
We were in the middle.
I heard 60 before.
Oh, you heard
and
60
deal
over
making
all
with
of those
me.
drums and the music. You heard. I'm so sorry.
I'm
You
a
heard.
musician. I have fabulous hearing, and I'm also a hero.
You must have
so
heard that we were
don't
already
go.
we were already about to have a deal.
We must
here.
have both just
Yeah.
heard
Hear that
wrong.
part?
70
And
gold.
that's why I figured I would just enter the fray to pay the price in full if you're willing.
Kira, can I have? Okay, do you know what you rolled on your persuasion check, Makeda? If you don't, then I
Yeah.
might have to make you
I
make
rolled
another
a
one.
13. I rolled a
13.
I'll roll another
Kira,
one.
Kira,
Okay.
can you beat the 13? This is an opposed persuasion roll.
Let's see. Let's see. Heart of the cards. Okay. A 9.
Oh,
Not confirmed.
Listen,
Nine.
here's what I do. I do like these rings, but you are willing to pay the full price, and I think my full price was fair.
You don't have 2 of those by chance.
Hyena, my friend Hyena, my hyena friend, and my bird friend. I mean, could I? We were speaking first. Do you want to go up to 80?
Deep bow.
How about this? If you were first, if I give it to you, would you say 60 and the 3 rings?
60 and the 3 rings.
Otherwise, I must
Jeez,
entertain
price
my
is
bird
going
friend
up.
here. She has driving. I mean, she wants to pay the full price.
Well, and consider it
What if we buy the
goodwill
grenades
as
too, and the rings? What if we buy the grenades, this thing, and give you the rings?
A giant masked, all in black necromancer appears behind Makeda.
Woo!
My
Like Jumbi stands up straight right now, and you realize that he's not some hooded
Yeah.
hyena. He's like 7 foot
There's
tall.
And Makeda is 5 feet tall, so there isn't.
no need for intimidation, my friend. Like I
can handle this. How much for the grenades? That is a good question. How much for the grenades? Not to table. I'm still very interested in the scarf.
Yeah. So to keep this just to keep it fair on the 2 rolls, I'll just judge it off of
Am I
what's willing to
give
pay.
up
Is
60
Makeda
plus
willing
the-
to give it, or is Makeda willing to pass on the deal so that I can give it to Kira?
It's not really a deal if it's 60.
It's not
plus
a
the
deal.
rings,
It's
and I
not.
was hoping
It's
for
not.
it.
It's now
No,
no
if
longer a
it's-
deal because now
We've
he's established this is working in his favor now because there's 2 people that want he no longer needs to do a deal and he's likely not to want a deal
And-
that doesn't favor him.
Fine. Makeda
But he
closes
doesn't
up her
have to
hand.
do the deal. He doesn't have to do the deal. We'll pay him the 60, the 3 rings, and we buy the grenades.
Oh, is that what you're offering?
Is that the deal? Well, that will depend on how
The
much the grenades cost. If we
grenades
can
would
actually
be there are
afford it.
3
can
seated
afford it.
grenades
They can afford it,
and those are let me make a roll here.
Sean, we don't have that much.
If we do, let's see how much. We don't know how much the grenades are. You selling a short?
Yes, I'm looking at the funds on the merchantry spreadsheet. On the
The
Google
merchantry spreadsheet is in the green right now.
Doc. We could spend that
45
money.
gold for the 3 grenades. It's 15 gold per grenade.
45 gold for the grenades. So 60 plus 45, and I give up the rings. We can't make that. We don't have that gold.
Don't we have some gems as well? Like I feel like we've collected a few.
Yeah,
of
we have
them.
Can I whip out our sapphire?
The sneakerhead in me is like, if somebody else wants it, I gotta have it, even if I didn't want it to begin with.
You don't have to buy all the grenades too. If the argument is that you just want to buy one of the grenades and then just an extra 15 gold, maybe that does it.
An extra 15. Okay. Scarf for 60 gold. The 3 rings. And a grenade.
I'm sorry, my bird friend. I think this is a good deal. I think I'll take
Fellow
it.
business owner, I cannot look down on a good deal.
No, I don't like this deal. I don't want to.
And
Support that you tried.
deal
and
done.
did not.
He puts his hand out to shake Makeda's hand.
It shakes. Ugh, I didn't want to pay full price for that.
Snakes. He takes his rings. He takes his stuff. He hands over this golden saffron scarf. Good doing business with you. I really appreciate it. And he hands over some little along with the deal is like a little scarf with his logo on it. Has these little like almost like those little things when you're kids, you throw them on the ground and they just pop. They just make a bunch of crackling noise. He hands a bunch of those to you and says, "Thank you for doing business with me." And then he turns to Karen. He's like, "I'm so sorry. Is there anything else that I can entertain you with?"
Well, first
forgive
and
me.
foremost, I wanted to introduce myself to begin with. We are from the merchantry, the stall right across the hall. And I just wanted to humbly say, hello, welcome to the market. And it looks like you've got so many cool things.
I try. I appreciate your welcome. Most places I go, other merchants seem to hate my guts. So this is a nice.
I'm all for the pageantry. If you ever want to see my puppet show, I'm doing them all the time on the hour.
Okay.
Come on down. I did see, let's see, what else did you have? I would love to ask if you ever come across something like that scarf again, perhaps earmark it for me again. The stall across the hall?
Yes. It was created for me by a fine young lady in Singora. Hopefully, when I go back there, I can get another one and bring it back this way.
Gladly commission one from you if we could agree on that 65 gold price. Maybe I could be persuaded to add some for your trouble of traveling. But
maybe we could make a deal where
bargaining.
Well, maybe you could do. I often need folks to find things for me, and fellow merchants, you probably have to go out and find these things. You're not always purchasing them.
Certainly.
Either that deal, or I can find something that I may need from you, and we can make a fair trade.
Oh, I'm always open to that.
Good to know.
Yeah. In the
Well, good to make
meantime,
your acquaintance.
what,
I'm happy to meet the merchantry.
Happy to meet you too. If you ever need anything, we're right here, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other. How much for those nifty brass bracers of truth?
Bracers of truth. Those
Keep in
are.
mind we're friends.
We are friends, aren't we? And you did just lose a good deal.
I did, and very graciously, I might add.
In the background, Makeda's puffed up and angry.
I would part with them, not happily, but I would part with them for 55 gold.
Okay. Something to consider. I should, since I'm pulling it from my party funds, I should consult with my party before I just willy-nilly
I
spend.
will give you the same
However,
deal if you want, and you know what? Since you seem to be good people, I didn't realize I set up right across from you. Would you like me to move down the way?
oh, not at all. Quite honestly, I think we could help each other, because if someone's looking for things at my stall, they'll probably be looking for the same kind of stuff that you have, and vice versa. We could help each other out.
I like the way you think.
We're enterprising at the merchantry.
And as this is all happening, Mabina had come over and asked if the group is willing to maybe go to the council meeting. If everyone is prepared to move forward, we'll take it unless we have other things that we want to do. I know it's getting a little bit, getting a little bit later, but we're closing out soon. But then we also started very late, so we got time. And it's been actually only been playing for about an hour and a half. So we're at least at a point where we want to take a break. So we'll take our break. And are we fair with saying when we come back we should go to the council meeting? Is everybody comfortable moving to the council meeting? Okay.
As long as you tell me what the scarf does and how I make it work.
Yes, I will do that. I'll also reposition all of our screens while we're on our break, and we can kind of reintroduce Drell and Dakula and Colin. You all can kind of catch up, and I'll be back shortly. So good stuff.
Merchantry, are you guys okay with me buying the bracers of truth for $55 when we have around 129 gold in the party funds?
What is money for? We need
Buy
things.
things.
That's what I'm
I feel
talking about.
much better now.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
what I'm talking about.
I was thinking you guys were like thousandaires. I thought you
Oh,
guys
no.
were
Well,
rolling.
You
I'm
know,
like,
I
I'm
need
so
to
gross.
know, you gotta know when people are bullshitting, man. I buy a lot of sneakers off people. I'm telling you, I got a lot. I got a lot of sneakers.
Makeda believes that you guys
We
are
have a
thousandaires.
lot-
We have a
if
bunch of
did,
random
like, the
shit.
liquid,
We have a
yeah.
lot of items that are actually worth money.
I'm trying not to get into
That's
gold
not
creep
the
in this
amount
game
of
because
gold.
in D&D gold is because that's the thing in all of our because here's the thing, in every campaign I've played with you all in D&D, you all have ended every campaign with so much gold you never ever
Obscene
used it.
amount.
You
I don't
know
think I
what?
ever
It's
bought
always
any.
obscene.
Time, you spilled all my gold
Oh, yeah, that
out
was-
of my bag of holding and
The-
melted it into a giant
Some of
unusable
it.
heap, and I'm never gonna get
I
over
bought
it.
my
So
freedom
never- yeah.
in
I'm
Dragon.
never gonna get
Crash out.
So now what I'm trying to do is really lean on the idea that like
Ken is
essentially
ransom.
So essentially, like when you are even spending gold, its value is mostly in silver because that's what everybody. That's why that 50 is so much because most people would see that as like 500 silver, right? It's like gold is a little bit very precious and very hard to come by, but it's easier just us for operating like gold coins because it's just lower. But yeah, good stuff.
Okay. So the 55 minus 55, so we go down to 74 gold in our
Perfect.
All right.
I am very also surprised that I introduced a rival merchant and you see me like I'm judging myself. I'm judging you all because I was like they're gonna want to kill this guy, and here they are like being very cordial, very nice. I was like, oh man.
Jason's the one who
probably because Jason ain't here. Jason probably would have been like,
our presence,
drag this guy out back
I got his
and
ass.
shake him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll make him the Bone Army.
Yeah. Colin, Eddie, new character has been revealed.
Dun dun dun. Dun.
Okay, you want to tell us about Sylvia?
Yeah. She is a squire to Drakkar, and she's an elf, long blonde hair, green eyes, wears a green cloak, and so far has been pretty friendly with the group in general, and seems pretty pleasant so far. I would say that in your time, in your year of being around Daru, you probably have seen her around helping in the general day-to-day life of the citizens of Daru, from odd jobs here to just being a guard doing patrolling and the duties to protect Daru. That's about all the noteworthy things so far.
All right.
But yeah.
So I'm guessing she's going to be in this council meeting in her capacity as Picard Squire.
Yep, and we'll be escorting you to the council meeting.
All right.
Oh, Colin. Hey, Eddie. How's it going, man?
Sorry, y'all. Lord. I jump on and then I have to jump back out.
Oh, no. Do you have to leave soon?
Sorry. No. It was just a work thing.
Oh, no, I understand. No worries. Just making
My
sure. You're good. Just doing some setup here.
Good to see. Wow, I like this intermingling groups. It's great.
I know, right?
We had a little bit of a betting war take place.
Excellent. Well,
Nice that we're mostly following the rules of commerce so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, no debts, no threats. It's been good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, we can be civilized.
Civilized, but I feel like I regret buying that. It better be. It better be useful. That was a lot of money.
I hope you know recharge.
Something possessed me. Where as soon as it became like, no, I want it.
Wait, they're gonna try and get it? Nah, I can't let that.
Well, now
happen.
I need it.
Yeah.
excellent.
100%.
And now we're down 3 rings that we found in a hag's lair, all of which are from victims.
Hags.
I mean, we are walking around with a wedding ring. I forget where we got it, but it's a little.
That's one of the rings, right? That
Any
you just
ring, any ring could be a wedding ring. You know,
yeah,
if
it's a
if
very
used
beautiful
to
ring.
Symbolize, you never know.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful ring.
Wedding rings see a large markup.
Still waiting for the lucky person to buy it.
Oh man.
I'm glad I didn't chuck in that sapphire. So we still have some random stuff also.
Yeah.
That's good.
A couple more pieces of random dead people jewelry.
Can never
Also,
have
I
too
will
many of those.
above table tell you that necklace I sold you, it's just amber and it's very common.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. Yeah.
10 silver.
Gotta pick up more random shit that we could.
That's
sell.
why I think he was like, "This
I
is some
know.
random shit," but I'm gonna take it like it because I think he probably sells as much random shit as he sells fancy things
Yeah.
that are actually real. That
Because I remember
dude-
even when we started out in Daru, it's like they don't have a lot of cash. here,
No.
so it's kind of a you have to keep hold of your own cash. You need to be using
Absolutely.
your random doohickeys here and there just to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes things are just shiny and you want it, like you, and that's all it is. Let's see.
How does it work? Because I absolutely, if it is
Give-
easy to use, I absolutely will be annoying with it during the council meeting.
Oh, with
In the
your
background, trying to
give me
trying to figure out how to make it.
I'm gonna work out these,
work.
and I'll send that over to you here shortly.
Shaking it, trying to figure out like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Do I need to go like this?
Yeah, he probably would have told you how to use it, so that gave you maybe cut down the time on attuning to it.
Little tiny instructional booklet, just it's like really long accordion style. She's like looking for her language. She's like, no, it's Dutch. No, I think that's French. No, okay, Korean. No.
Just doing some.
Let's see. There's a anonymous python and an anonymous dragon in here now.
A what?
If you enter a Google document or a Google sheet without logging in, you show up as anonymous animal.
Oh. Where's
Cheryl, would you like to peruse the spells I have added?
Yes.
Nikki's screen.
Or at least to my character, because I know you have access to it.
Yep, going. I spy on all your character sheets.
There we go.
What you got? Okay. Lightning flash. These are animism. I don't have animism. I need animism. Hey, Grandpa, want to teach me animism? For free.
Sorry, Mal. I almost didn't log in just because I knew you'd have to
do this.
figure this whole thing. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I think I gotta add some folks for. Let's add.
World.
That splits into multi-screen really nicely.
Yeah, it actually.
Like all of us kind of double.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, this is how we done it last time, which was like 20 something episodes ago.
Who's going on top of me?
How did y'all come together? What was the
Yeah, you guys can fill Colin in while I'm doing this. Fill those folks in.
We're in the market. Kira was doing a puppet show that was dramatizing saving the princess. Everyone loves it. I rolled a high performance, don't worry.
It was pretty good.
high performance?
Well, I mean, a good performance roll, as in I scored well. That's semantics.
So it's not just me that's always harping on that.
No.
I'm like, oh shit. I mean, yay, great.
So yeah, I mean, that's basically all we've been doing, is hanging out at the stall.
Yeah, really.
And then a little bit of haggling, and then mysterious new fancy shop owner opened a shop right across the hall from us.
Oh,
It was so cool. He has a baby elephant. His
Yeah,
tent
he
springs
kind
up
of
on
did
its
like
own.
a-
He's got music.
It was like a Prince Ali kind of parade, is what I pictured in my head.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then like just throwing
Step
gold
right
in the
up.
street.
Try it,
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
all
That's
have
kinda-
a new shield maiden named Sylvia.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
I rebought a book that I forgot that I had sold to you guys. So, that
She
was-
bought the book back.
I'm like, it has my name on it. What do you mean it has my name? Give me. And then it turns out that it was from me.
Yeah.
All sales are final, no refunds.
What did y'all all do with those
I'll
Groot
resell
slang?
it to the next sucker.
Don't y'all still? So some of y'all have Groot slang eggs, or have they all been sold or gotten?
We
rid of?
They've
cooked them.
been
They cooked them. Of course they did.
Yeah.
Cooked them.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. We got some. We do have some Grootsling hide you can purchase from our stall.
That's great. Oh,
We
man.
have our own. Thank you.
Along
Or
with
like-
some red
okay.
velociraptor hide.
We
do
weren't
also have
able
that.
to get any Groot sling hide.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
We tried.
Are you
to
just
find
lying?
Grootsling hide.
We got some tusks.
We got tusks.
Oh my goodness.
We got tusks and the story of how we defeated it.
There you
How much are you selling that Groot
Now
sling?
Prince Ali is stuck in my head. Prince Ali.
How much for the Grootsling hide you said?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Grootsling hide would be 5 gold.
Okay. Do we have any gold left because of what you
Yeah,
did?
no, we have gold. Do you want the hide? We can have the hide.
Yeah, I would like the hide actually.
Okay.
All
that's
right.
fine.
I'm a tanner, so
go. Love it. Look at y'all like buying stuff from
Yeah.
each other and stuff and being all.
Hey, this
Probably
this
make something
new
awesome with it.
merchant don't got Groot sling hide.
maybe we could
It's
work
nice to
on-
have two groups in the group and they don't like fight on site and try to kill each other.
This is what we need. We need a competitive environment that's not just killing each other.
Not murder.
We've gone that route before.
We have gone there.
Let's
Definitely
do
Dark-
gone.
Yeah.
dance,
Not as
Dark
fun.
times.
dance battle. Dance battle.
Definitely gone that route before.
Send forth your strongest dancers and we can have a dance
Oh
battle.
my gosh.
How
I'm just in the background doing
Okay.
do do do, and we're just winning
No!
Add
Oh.
one thing of Grootsling hide to your
Malcolm,
thing.
don't look at the screen.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
dude, oh no.
It got scrambled.
Who done
Oh, is it just? Oh, I know what it is. It'll just be. Let's see. Let me fix it. It's not. I don't have to do it. That'll work again. It should. No, it didn't fix. Nope, that didn't do it. It would have been. Did I? It's my doing too. Silly me.
Silly Malcolm.
What did I? What? There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Just stretch it back.
I
There we
love
go.
the squares.
Yeah.
Big fan
Okay.
of the squares.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, other side. There we
Other
go.
way. Yeah.
Hey, yay.
Hey.
High five this way. High five the other way. Hey.
Hey. Wait.
This way, yeah, this way.
Oh.
No, other way.
Like Colin trying to grab your
There you go. Yay.
scratch your beard a little bit, my love. There you go, buddy. Oh, your head, yeah.
For some reason, I'm frozen.
No.
Oh no.
Deborah.
No.
I'll just look very stoic.
As I try and do my childhood all over again. Me trying to get you to break.
I can wear the hat and hold the staff.
Oh,
God. Perfect.
It's a great way. It's a great way to screen cap your character so you can just fit right in with the. I went to medieval times, and by God, the urge to buy like a jester hat or something. I'm like, it's all here.
Oh,
They
man.
have it.
You know, the foam shields are only like $15.
Well, I know because it was for my friend's birthday, and I stood at her shoulder while she was purchasing our tickets to go.
Yes.
And I said, bitch, I will Venmo you $40 to get knighted. and I paid for her
Yes.
to get knighted. And it
Yes.
came with a photo. She got to meet the king and queen, and she got a light up plastic sword that spun
Stop.
and had lights and the lights would fluctuate according to the sound. So as everyone cheered, it would get really bright, and then in the in-between parts,
$40?
Oh, that's
and
cool.
it was only $40. And
Bro,
they
I'll get
read her
knighted every
name.
week, bro. You
And
can-
they read her name aloud. It was pretty much for the knighting ceremony on top of the tickets. But then they read her name out loud with her title, and her title was Friend of Dragons.
Oh, I love it.
Oh
Turning
my
30, and I'm like,
God.
yes.
That's amazing.
I love that.
That's wow.
Best $40 I
love
ever
that.
spent.
That's an amazing. That's a
amazing.
great way to spend $40. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
all day.
I mean, I might invest in some full chainmail.
They had that. They had full plate.
Bro,
they had
we
a bunch
should.
of real.
Malcolm,
I
we
walked
should
I
all
walked up on the
do-
road. I'm like, what's your
I'm
cheapest?
always
go to
down. I'm
medieval
always down to
times?
go to medieval times if you
should
guys
all
are.
go to medieval times.
I'm
and get
always
knighted.
down. I would.
I've
Go,
never-
times.
I have never
you've
been there,
never been.
which is
No.
I know,
No.
dude. I don't know.
You've.
Gotta go.
I
You've
know.
got to go with
Okay,
a bunch
now
of
we gotta
nerds.
like set something up
Awesome.
because
Dude, when I
don't
lived
know.
in
Get
Florida,
dressed
Florida
up.
has like
especially I've
5
never been with
different
nerds
medieval
like
times, too.
with my
There's
folks.
like
Never been
medieval
either.
times. There's a
We just have
pirate
a
show.
local-
Oh yeah, the pirate show. They
Wait.
got that in Anaheim too. They
The
got
pirate
where-
show is
Yeah.
bomb. I love the pirate show.
because it's
Where
a
in New York
musical.
is
They sing.
Yeah, when I lived in Florida, they had like Arabian Nights, which is an Arabian one. They had medieval times, the Pirates Cove.
Mm-hmm.
There was some other shit too.
Now,
love
I
all that
would
shit,
I
man.
would say that the Excalibur is much better of a show in Vegas than medieval
Mm.
times in Anaheim, mostly because the arena is bigger.
Yeah, it was kind of a small.
It's kind of
'Cause
sad and tiny.
I like went as a kid.
That's
and
the
it's one of
best
those,
part.
It's one of those things where you're like, when I was a kid, this was the coolest shit that I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It was so atmospheric. They had like
Yeah.
fog, which probably is an OSHA reason why they don't just like dump tons of fog in there anymore. You know, and then now I'm in there as an adult and I'm sitting around with my like giant margarita, like, damn, this is kind of sad.
It's kind of sad.
Was it because I'm 9 or was it because it's been 21 years? But it
A
was
bit of
probably
both.
because I was 9.
Probably a bit of both, right? Like
Bro, have you guys ever been at a pirate one? The pirate one, they got
Yes.
motherfuckers swinging from the ceilings and shit. You got like a
It's been on
like
my
a
list.
crepe paper. You got like a crepe paper fucking bandana. It's like the dumbest shit in the world, but it's so good. Like they literally hand you off like a roll of fucking like crepe paper. Like, here's your fucking thing. Put it on your head. Fantastic.
How
It's a
how
great
budget
time.
friendly? As a
It's
business,
so
that's
good.
probably so easy to do.
Highly recommend.
oh my gosh.
Hey, shut the
Oh.
fuck up.
Well, welcome to the set. If you don't play on Wednesdays, welcome to Sean's Sailor. I always forget until I play with another group of Sean. I'm like, I forgot. I'm like, yeah, that's Sean.
I didn't even say any wild shit yet. I'm talking about pirates.
Oh no, you don't
Like,
say anything wild. You just got your F bombs are second to none. You
Oh,
have like
yeah,
you are
sorry.
every other word. It's just a way.
I appreciate that. So
I don't
Solve
mind
it.
it. Don't care. Yeah, you just long as
I say
It's
fuck
just-
a lot. Dude, chill, bro.
Yeah, I grew
Uh.
up with a parrot, and we used to say we were so thankful that she couldn't pronounce an F. Because otherwise, she said every other curse, but not that one.
Man, that's a good
Oh.
one. I'm a huge fan of cursing enunciation. Like when you say
Mm.
motherfucker, you gotta like enunciate.
You gotta
that
put the
shit, right?
sauce on it.
little
Yeah.
extras on it.
You gotta get it spicy. I love that shit.
if
If I hear somebody else using it, it makes me hyped. I get super hyped. Somebody else dropped a good fuck somewhere, I'm super hyped for it.
There was a study I saw that someone did a video on it that you could withstand more pain for longer if you curse loudly.
Yeah.
Classic
Interesting.
me. That's why I can take so much pain. That's why life gets on me, bro. Because I can just fuck so good. Yeah.
Is that like the flip side of that bullshit where like they say like, oh, if you smile, then you automatically feel happy.
Right.
Just pretend to
Make the
laugh and you'll be
endorphins
happy.
No,
go,
that
like-
one's bullshit. That one's bullshit.
Well,
No.
arms akimbo, you'll feel confident.
Mm.
I think there's a piece of that works, but if you secretly think you look stupid, then it won't work.
That's it's like
Yeah.
You have to
placebo,
buy
it's-
into it for it to work. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can move on as the day as the festival continues on. And the festival will be going on for the next few days. Then you march that long road up to the Red Keep. You've all been there before. Each of your groups have been there for a dinner with the Queen. Some of you have been there for the fight to stop a god from being born into the world. And you find yourself entering the Red Keep, the Queen's Chamber, which you would have all been welcome to your first time back in Daru, whether you were whichever group. This is a chamber that, for your characters, you've all been in before, but maybe from last season have never been in, in the time that we spent there. So you've been here in between these, kind of above table. And so this is where you've been to a council meeting before. The space is... It's wide, round room bathed in kind of reddish brick stone work with accented in blue lapis stones, and it kind of domes overhead. 40 feet above there are some kind of skylight spaces around that dome, slits where the light just kind of pours in at the right angle, and at the center of the room is a stone round circular dice that kind of forms a kind of polished stone table, and then these large cut, which look like they're made of sanded tree stumps that form seats, not these seats you see here with these long backs. These are just kind of natural tree stumps that you sit on around. And at the far end of the room would be the Queen's, Alora's throne. She rarely even sits in that. She rarely even sits in it other than for ceremonial rites and things like that. But as you enter the room, familiar faces smile and welcome you all. Some of those faces are... Actually, I haven't added them here, so I would say it would be... but you see Elder Nicolo, and is very much present. Along with, it's actually easier just to do this. Elder Nicolo's present, along with Mabina, who is kind of also came up here with you, who was ushered along with Sylvia, bringing you up. So kind of know Mabina is running kind of went from being this group of assassins and rogues who are now she runs the guard. She's kind of taken the place of her long lost love, or Jabari, who died last season, and who is also here, of course, at the head of the table, Alora, Queen of Daru. And so together you all sit around, find your places, and all are welcome. Water, or whether you would need wine or anything like that, is poured as servants kind of come and gather and to tend to your needs. Alora speaks first and thanks you all for coming, and initially gets some of the prerequisites of how you're doing out of the way before try not to get, it's not extremely solemn, but concerned as she starts to try to put into perspective in words some of the concerning times that Daru is in. Now, the Ashlands have never been a happy place, but considering this past year has been pretty good, probably some of the better times that we've seen in a very long time, I think every settlement is trying to do their part to try to hope for the best and try to keep things from falling into any further disarray and to continue on the road to prosperity. And so that's what a lot of these meetings are about. She says, thank you. She says, I find I'm a little concerned with some of the things that we've heard, reports. We see Daru is prosperous, but as a queen, I must say, I am scared. I'm scared for my people. I am scared. We are lucky that we haven't had marauding barbarians or orcs to come through. And I wonder sometimes, you are all strong, but I wonder if we could take them, let alone what would it be if they were marauding demons or a dragon attack for that matter. And so I wanted to bring some of these concerning matters, is how you all may be thinking about how we get more information on what is transpiring. Demon sightings, possessions, dragons, and then not to matter that down we have slavers in our backyard, and then not too far from them, the Order of the Veil in Fort Orion, growing. Their religion has been growing even on the streets of Daru. People were beginning to worship the Emperor once again. I know some people see this as harmless, but I wonder what it means long term. And with that, I ask you all where you want to start. Oda Nakalo nods. Queen, you have a good point. All good points. I wonder where our heroes, I know they may not like that term, but the heroes of the realm, I would wonder to know where their thoughts lie at this moment. But let us discuss, let us fellowship, and discuss as leaders what must be done. Quite open-ended, but I wonder if anyone has anything to say to any of this.
Makeda's gonna give Kazan a look and make a rude gesture about our dear friend Tasalo and how he was talking about they're possibly getting his drink spiked down in Jaffa. Like, if she's worried about slavers in the backyard.
And all of you also would know at this point, Coin and Cackle would have been brought up. You all have never been there, but basically through this past year, you know there is a place called Grindbone, and it is a small slave settlement, run mostly by a thieves guild.
Not entirely.
Not entirely. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I don't know.
Due to some of the
I know that most of, or at least a third or something of the trade out of Grindbone is people. I'm not a fan, and I would actually, and this is like Kira being all as like Shark Tank presentation as possible. Like, listen up, sharks. What we've really got here is an enterprising opportunity. Not only could we free these people from the horrors of slavery, we've all, at least in our party, cycled through Grindbone on the other side of it, being the goods, and we somehow, by like the skin of our teeth, got out of it. So I think we should offer that opportunity to the other poor souls who are trapped there And we already have an establishment on the premises where we could discreetly remove people and give them a chance at freedom. And also a job.
Wow.
What do you think, Sharks?
Mabina leans in. Please help me understand again. Maybe I was just not paying. How would we do this?
Well, okay, so listen. We, as the merchant tree, did some particular wheeling and dealing. Osei, God rest his soul, was such a smooth talker. He really was the spearhead of this operation. I'm just picking up the pieces in his memory and honor, right? So, we do have a premises available to us as the merchant tree where we could offer commerce jobs just like we do at our stall here. Because ultimately our goal is to, get more branches of our merchant tree. As you know, you traveled with us. So, I don't want to perpetuate the slave trade, that's for certain. I would love to liberate the slaves, and I think if we could do it in a convincing enough way that would also benefit the Lord over there? What's his name that we struck a deal with?
The Duke. I'll just call him the Duke for now. But yeah, Duke Oba, I believe it is. Yeah.
If we could strike a deal with the Duke that could be favorable for him and favorable for us and favorable for the people, perhaps we could make everybody happy. Get
You
the
want to
people
work with
out
a
of the
tyrant.
No, I'm just trying to placate the tyrant so we can liberate the slaves. And if we can't placate him, whatever, maybe we get our hands dirty. But we try to negotiate first.
I mean,
Also
we don't
remember
have
as
the
we
forces to attack him at this point.
also remember as we roleplay here that going from tonight, you all will be running your own separate. So thinking about it that way, of you all thinking about where you might be going away
Malcolm
from
is
each
saying,
other.
Please don't band together.
Don't blend together. You're gonna make this very difficult.
Well, and
That's the only above board meta that you probably need to think about is where you're going as a group.
Jumbie looks over at Makeda and gives her a look because she knows how he feels about slavery.
Also, sorry, I will say you're
I'm
also
not trying
welcome.
to perpetuate slavery. I'm trying to get the people out of the slavery.
You are welcome to go to the same places because the way I have found ways around, there are times where you all have been at the same place at the same time, and the flitter was just working. The flitter that you all didn't know each other were there. Whenever that happens, it's just flitter.
Couple of places,
So-
yeah. But where? So where you guys ended up in?
We've been all over, man.
Well, I mean, you
Right.
ended up in this Duke's in the bone grinder, the grinder of bones, whatever it's called. You guys have ended up there.
We were kidnapped and
We
brought
were
there as
taken there and
slaves.
enslaved.
So where were you kidnapped from, and who are the actual agents perpetuating
The
this?
Duke's people do the slaving, but then
And
there
where'd they
was
grab
the
you
other
from?
girl.
It was
who
originally a
did-
slavers group and a slavers guild and a thieves guild, and they got rid of the slavers. So now they gave the whole town over to the thieves guild. And there actually was 3 factions. There was a person that kept. There was the sheriff who kept the peace. He's dead. There were the slavers. They're dead. And so now there are just the rogues. So the rogues are running the whole show now.
Just
Right.
leave
And I think
town.
the long-term plan is to try to get rid of that, but we don't have the forces to just outright attack them.
And it
Yeah,
makes
so
more
go up
sense
the
to
street,
have
go
them
up
as
the
a
stream.
Good team up. This should make a good team
I
up.
mean, actually, unless y'all want to do some Wednesday games
This
and try to
would
make
make
it
a
work,
really good team up.
I'm okay if y'all want to try to make some bi-weekly Wednesday games. I'm
Because
not
here's
gonna.
the idea, right? If we don't have the forces for a direct attack, and if we know that these people are showing up there by the forces of some people, right? We go upstream. We find.
Use me as bait. Let
We-
them take me, and then I'll kill them from the inside.
I would assume.
Or I'll let you guys in.
And you can flavor however you like, Malcolm, but I would assume that over the year that we've been in since the finale,
Mhm.
we've probably had someone who works for Merchantry in Grindbone We've at least had some correspondence.
I did ask you. Remember, I said how many times have you guys gone back, and then I asked you
we
how many.
say-
You never told me. So I imagine what I took it as is you just kept that from Alora and kind
I
of
think
played
we
your
saved
hand as like
conversation for
save that.
in-game.
Right. So I wonder. So if you want to share that now, you're welcome to lean into that, or you're welcome to say maybe it's been a few times, or maybe you've gone there quarterly, or maybe every 2 weeks. I don't know. As if you can make the case for what you've been doing there and why, maybe this is the chance to do that.
I will say there are 3 people in Grindbone that we liberated and wanted to hire as
The ones that could read.
Yeah.
yeah, the ones that could
Yeah,
read and
that
had-
was a
had trade jobs.
crazy.
Gave them their.
That was a crazy episode. Because on one hand, I was like, "This is good," but I work at DI every day, and this is how systems of oppression work. We'll liberate people and only take the people who are smart enough for us to use. For I was like, okay.
Yeah, Makeda's not liking that, and will offer wink eventually.
Yeah, no.
Not
Well-
enjoying that conversation, but
It's a
Oh yeah,
growth
merchant tree are
opportunity.
capitalists. The tree is.
this sounds like a pyramid scheme. It's like as long as you
It
can
is.
invite 3 friends to join
Yeah.
You
Grow
don't
your
have
branches.
to invite other
Make
people.
personal
but
wealth, you
It's an
know.
opportunity
Passive
that you can
income.
get out of the town that you've always been in. Have you like?
I'll
it's
say
like
this,
working for Starbucks.
considering what
if you
other
wanna
D&D
transfer anywhere,
Franchising.
Yeah.
you can.
Franchising.
considering what most
Yeah.
D&D groups normally are, it's almost not that bad at this point until they grow big
Well,
and they
it's
take
just
over
a
the
little
world.
Capitalism.
Maybe this is also pointing towards
When the
we should
campaign
do-
ends and they are the villains, then we'll get to that point.
It's
That's
only
happened
a few
capitalism. It's
times.
never worked.
Oh man,
Far be it from me to tell.
they're offering
to tell
jobs.
Merchant Tree that they can't offer jobs to previously enslaved people, but it sounds like
Giving
you
them
guys have a lot of
opportunity.
entanglements with this duke in this town, and you've been there previously, and you have contacts. Maybe,
Well, we
if
had to make a
we're really-
deal to be unenslaved.
yeah, maybe if we're worried about that, we can send some laughing hyenas and our grandpa to go investigate casually what the current state of things is there, because they don't know
Because
us.
they don't know you. You could do like
No.
a little undercover reconnaissance.
We're good at reconnaissance.
Are you actually? Because you've
No.
lied a lot.
We've never, okay, a lot is a lot. We've
Consist-
lied.
I don't know. You said you were rich. You're trying to buy a whole bunch of stuff.
We're
You said
rich
you
in
had
we're
things
rich
you
in
didn't have.
experience. We're rich in
Anyway.
experience.
Tell me
We
more
have
about
many
your plan.
This group seems very confident. I trust this group.
You're not Ose.
I know. This is Sylvia talking.
That's Sylvia
Damn it.
talking. Yeah,
Oh, say we're here.
that was basically Sylvia. Shut up. We don't know you. I was like,
Like you're not. You're
Shut
on
up,
probation.
Sylvia.
So.
It sounded so much like something Ose.
it did sound like
would say.
something Ose would say. He hasn't found his Sylvia voice yet. It's fine.
If there's one thing that I can be honest about, it's that this Duke guy sounds like a piece of shit, and
Giant piece of shit.
so
Steaming hot one.
and not to say that your economic entanglements may complicate things, but we don't have that problem.
Understood.
And if you happen to get the opportunity, you could always just finish the job. We've taken care of 2 of the villains there.
We just didn't want the whole system to collapse on the people. Like they needed some sort of something.
So we should go
Okay.
there and collapse what they already have.
Makeda doing the math of the system being enslavement that we don't want crashing down on them.
It's not ideal, but at
You're
least
being
Some
we got
houses are
rid
better
of-
burned down, you know.
and we burnt down a good amount of them. We just made sure we could profit from it first. But that sounds worse when I say it about enslavement. Because
Economic
I don't really
entanglement says
remember
cursive across the
our
street.
full deal with the Duke.
Let's be real about this too. We were kidnapped
Yeah.
and we made a deal
Put in cages.
to get out,
Mm-hmm.
and we left as soon as we could.
Valid.
Yeah.
But we do have property there.
So,
So there's opportunity.
So if we're
there.
handling the shitty Duke and his unburned down entirely empire of enslavement, this demon thing is also troublesome because I think us in Gondora and you guys here understand that demons and this godly issue is especially frightening with what it's able to churn out if people aren't there at the right time.
Yes.
So that if we're going to be handling the slavery thing, maybe if we're handling the Duke, then that leaves you guys unentangled enough to go figure out what reports are happening there around that.
Is there a certain location where there's like hotspots of sightings, or has it just been an uptick in general?
Oh, on the...
we have one necromancer, we have one death priest extraordinaire on site right now. What's Jumpy's read on the situation? What text messages Jumpy receiving about demon about possession?
Oh no, I was
troubles.
actually about to text Malcolm something that was
As Makeda says that, Makeda says that you hear another voice say, "Well, you have another expert who you have met before." And everyone, the guards in the room are like turn on their heels, the two that are at the door, because this character clearly did not walk through the front door. Alora's like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm with them." They say, "I am with the Coin and Cackle." Like he kind of points to Makeda, and it is the.
Makeda takes her glasses off and polishes. Like, what? Who's this?
It is Zathea.
Oh.
Zathea is whispered across. Some of you may.
Right.
From what I will ask
I recall now.
Merchantry to give me a Myths and Legends check, a Bane Myth and Legends check for Merchantry, because you've never met Zathea, maybe you've heard about them over this past year. While Zathea doesn't identify as male or female, the form that Zathea takes often. Folks tend to like identify or choose how they see Zathea. So whether they call him she, them, or him, they accept how they are perceived by the world.
Success by 1.
Okay. And as I would say, so success from Kira. So Kira's heard about Zathea. Anyone else? Okay, and so, and as well as Drell. And so what you all would know, in addition to everything that I'm sharing here, Merchantry, Coin and Cackle already knows, and then the couple that succeeded on Merchantry, I'll add this to it, is that no one knows like who Zathea is, even maybe what kinship Zathea is. Zathea presents themselves clearly as an Ayana. Strikingly resemblance to Shoyebi, except for not having the vitiligo to the face, but very a dark but fairer, like a light-skinned, white, curly hair. I guess like in my mind it popped into is like a Black Griffith. If from Berserk is probably the closest to Zathea's look. Very feminine in some ways, very masculine in some ways.
Androgynous.
Sometimes I don't use that word, but yes, what I meant. Very striking, very appealing. And every now and then, Zathea's eyes kind of flash a yellow that look cat-like. Almost like you see like a slit, like a yellow, like they kind of turn to cat, like yellow cat eyes. Zathea is known for having an appetite for earthly things and earthly pleasures. So the first thing they do is grab a glass of wine and down it in some grapes and sits down next to Makeda, whether she's happy to have them there or not.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I mean, I survived the last transportation incident. You know, it all worked out. Multi-mile transportation incident. It all worked out. Makeda will kind of.
I come in peace. Just. I didn't mean to crash the party, but you asked about demons, and I know about demons.
Were you outside the door, the window? Are you always logged on to when I bring up things?
I was outside,
okay.
And then I decided to come in. But I'll tell you this: I find when you talk about demons, and maybe it was Kira, or fabulous feathers.
Oh, thank
And-
you. And I'm like twirling the little beads in the feathers.
I think it's fair to share with you all what I have seen. And I only would share because, I'll be fair, there's always something in it for Zathea. And as I've told this group, I am looking for something, and you all seem quite capable of helping me find it. It is a green emerald, the Gall's Eye, my love,
Oh.
my companion,
Mm.
an elf. Not the green one you have. He looks to, I'll say he for this one, looks to Ashton and goes, not yours, too old. But
Uncle Elrond.
no, not Elrond. Elrond is, I am,
Too old, or would it be too young?
Elrond is too
Yeah.
old. Even now, I am looking for my love, but I can tell you more about that. But I figure as Zathea likes to start with the things that might help you, and so I think it's good for you to understand what may be happening in the world, because I think I understand it. And so, not to be overly explanatory here, but I see some of the things as Zathea would start to explain the difference between demons as the Aldarian see and evil spirits or malevolent spirits from the Akbalon or the Ashland territories. And both are malevolent spirits, but the Aldarian demon there's a duality to it. It's either they're evil or they're not, whereas the malevolent spirits are called Azhogun, and the Azhogun are a little bit more chaotic in nature. And what they're telling you, you get the feeling Zathea is an Azhogun. Not really, doesn't ride with any particular one lord of the demon realm, but what he lets you know is that the demons from Aldaria, just like you all, have needed a place to move into, and that's caused conflicts with the Azhogun. And those higher celestial forms, the joyous ones, as he sometimes calls them, the mournful ones, the ones that smile, the faces of the moon, they have led to offspring of lesser demons, which are a lot more vile and chaotic. And there seems to be rumblings, there seems to be a bit of a warring between Azhogun and not quite a war to that scale, but a conflict. Them trying to... Each of these demons that are coming in from Aldaria seem to be trying to find their own place. They all have different needs. They all have different wants, just like me. And with that, your dragons are starting to move. Now, dragons, for a long time, Aldarians thought that only the Aldarians were the only ones who had dragons, but those who've been around from ages know that the dragons of Akbalon just tend to slumber more, sleep longer, but now they're awakening because of these demonic or chaotic presences of spirits, because they do not like these spirits, and they will maneuver and move into position to create some kind of order, to create some kind of balance between dragon and demon. And so he, in so many words, he's telling you this is what he thinks is happening, but he shares that if you think more information could be had from an old friend of you all's, and speaking to merchantry, Khalid, I know he exists in the Twera uplands. I know he went to see the Cloud Dragon Queen. Maybe he could give you an understanding if you're to journey there, to tell you what the dragon's next move is. Just some thought, and pauses there for a moment to see if anyone's sharing anything else.
I'm certain Shoyebi won't be opposed to visiting Khalid wherever he is, but I'm a little opposed to going on a fetch quest after how poorly the last one turned out.
It's not a fetch quest for me.
Yeah.
I'm no god. I am no. I'm just
telling you, I'm apprehensive no matter who's
just a spirit.
asking.
Now, if I would ask for a fetch quest from me, if one of you were willing to go find my Gall's Eye,
A god just asked us to find a bunch of eyes of shine.
I'm
and
not a
that was
god.
No,
horrible.
not the same.
I'm just me.
Not-
I'm Zathea.
You can say that all you want. I'm just saying I've had some nasty experiences recently, and I'm not quite ready to
That's
accept a new fetch quest. My friends, maybe you can decide. Me, personally, I can't yet.
What do you want it for?
I whispered to Makeda, "Is the bird drunk?"
Makeda looks at Kira like, I can't tell.
I want to be reunited. I want another chance at. Have you ever wanted to see someone again so bad that you would find them so that you can have that conversation with them? That one you never finished. That's what I want to have. She exists. She is the Gall's Eye. And what would settle in for you is that he's saying that the stone is an elven, probably an elven woman. That he is, or they are looking for.
Well, you know, we can add it to, if you mark on our map where she was last seen, give us some, like, starting points, we can add it to our roster, but I just...
I mean, it may not be
I
you.
think I'd
Maybe
rather visit Khalid.
he looks to he looks to Makeda. Maybe you'll help me at some point.
We're keeping an eye out. Same as last time.
Well, what I
feel
would
really
say
bad.
too
I feel really
is,
bad we keep kicking this can down the road with Sophia.
No.
We're keeping an eye out.
remember, I am also not one to have others do my bidding, so I am looking for it myself. And if I find it on my own, then whoop-de-doo.
Beautiful story.
I share because I am trying to find the Gall's Eye, because it is also, she is a part of the crown of Sylvanara. And one of the things that you all seem to be concerned with is the growing presence of the Order. If the king, if the emperor does live, then his only way of establishing a true new world order is to have that crown on his head with all 6 stones inserted. I don't want that, because all I want is the Gall's Eye. But I can tell you, the Order is looking for them. And I know that they took one of those stones directly from you, Merchantry, which means it probably resides in Fort Arion as we speak. The scepter. You didn't know you had a priceless scepter at your stall for...
Yeah, well, we learned about it afterwards, and there's nothing worse than that.
Hindsight's 2020.
Well, I'm quite amicable with the Order of the Veil.
I believe the Gaul may be in the Fort Arion as well, so...
Well, hey guys, if you happen to see our scepter and you return it to us, I'm sure we could, give you some sort of finder's fee.
Sounds like the scepter's pretty important.
We'll see. I'd have to talk to them first.
Depending on the difficulty of retrieval, I'm sure we could negotiate that fee.
Bird in the hand, 2 in the bush.
Hey,
Scepter in position.
I'm a bird. I'm right here.
Not during Bird History Month.
Not during Bird History Month.
Nicolo finally speaks up and
Listen.
goes, "You."
I just puff up really big.
Oh, you can do that too, but get a spikes up.
This here is the problem that we speak of. Clearly, a demon is in our midst, and there's nothing even that we can do about it. We are simply having conversation with this, and
That's not a demon.
It's called being feisty. Haven't you ever
Demon
felt that
Ashok.
way?
Thank you. Please, old man, we do not.
Okay,
As your
well, also
gun.
maybe we prevaricate with old man, Elder Nicolo.
But
Elder Nicolo. Sit there.
okay, I will refer to him appropriately if he can refer to me, but no problem. And I just came because I had some. I figured I would share with you as I hope we all can continue to work together from time to time. Yes, we all have wants, needs, all of those things, but I'm not like whoever that you found before, came across before. Look at him, flesh and blood. I am no spirit. I mean, I could be. Just no different from this elvish. He points at Ashton. He could be a stone if he wish.
I've seen Stranger Things.
I've got many years to go until I'm there.
Fair enough.
Unless I'm killed.
And then the guards kind of come to the door, and everyone's kind of like broken up as 4 guards walk in, and they're flanked by they're flanking these 3 visitors who and one of them, like the messenger at the door, one of the guards says, "Queen Alora, this is the gift bearers who are from Nibet." And she says, "Oh, thank you." And what you realize, all of you kind of view, it's not really jarring, as this has been something that's been happening all week. There's been gift bearers from Jaffa, there's been gift bearers not from Grindbone, but there's been from Jaffa and from Gondora, and
You're from Jaffa.
and they come in with this kind of like small chest in their hands. They are draped head to toe in these kind of like magnificent layered linens, vibrant, but you cannot see their faces, and they don't even speak. The guards seem to kind of like speak for them, and she says, "Well, that's fine. Have them. Thank you. We welcome you, but you, we expected you hours ago before our meeting." And one of them just kind of nods. "A gift for you, my queen." And the figure sets the chest on the floor. "For you and all of Daru."
No.
I have my hand on my horn.
Yes.
At the ready.
And what you all would know is that there's no way they would never run. These folks would never be admitted. They would have been like kind of patted down. They would have made sure they had no weapons. So they would have been So there's clearly no metal on them.
I dig the look though.
And then the one in the middle just kind of waves his hand, and as they do, they're from under all those layered cloths, there's this kind of like shimmering that starts to happen. And what immediately happens is the 4 guards that are surrounding you realize that what like stuff is like black is pouring out of the bottom of their clothes, and you're like, as you're kind of jarred by it, what you realize is that they're small like a swarm of insects and beetles are pouring out and rushing the guards. The guards are starting to like, even through their like studded leather armor and their chainmail, they can't like get at these beetles that are covering their skin. And you just watch the guards like collapse. They're holding their short spears and their shields as they start to collapse over onto their side. And as each guard collapses over, they're like covered in these mounds of
like
insects, and all the body, the kind of bulk of those figures now seems gaunt, and they seem to kind of hang, the layers seem to hang like skeletal draped over them, and they cast them off as they are skeletal beings. This would be this is an initiative mode. This is go time here in the
Oh my god.
so as this is happening, let me set up here. We'll try to do this very quickly before we end tonight's. Let's see.
And this is why you run the box through the scanner. You won. You know?
Based on the battle map, who's closest to that?
Would we be able to tell if these would be
At the moment, they look like humanoids, but I mean, so for most part, does not probably look like monsters. But give
just
me
wondering if
a
you could tell
second.
like from a glance.
A quick question: which one am I? I can't really tell.
Which one is what?
Where
Oh
am I?
yes, you are. This. Until we get you a miniature, I've just kind of used you as that knight miniature there. These are. So the chest is here. Got the 4 guards that have gone down. I'll just put 4 guards down, and then the 3 bearers have come in and are now showing that they are skeletal.
Are these those flesh-eating bugs?
They clearly are some type of form of that. So basically what you see is that since they didn't come in with any... The 2 skeletons that are beside him, when they cast off their cloaks, what they do is they grab at their rib cages and they pull their ribs out, and they're sharpened like daggers. So just using bone and then the figure pulls, basically it's like a double, like pulse, like a part of like the femur is kind of like buckled in an area where there's like 2 there that were under the cloak. So he just has this kind of giant blunt weapon. Now he's not this big, but I'm going to use this to show that this is the main one, the one in the center. So more so less than this. It's not like a giant as much as it is for the look of it being the main enemy.
You know how hard Drell had to search for finding some flesh-eating beetles? Now they just
Yeah.
This is concerning.
Once we kill them, you should steal so many shells to make that armor. Is that what you were trying to find it for?
What happened to you, Eddie? Oh, and also Colin, what happened? I just
what
noticed
is
that.
going on? I don't. There's so many weird things happening tonight. I'm just like trying to, for the sake of time, I can't fix it, so I'm just like trying to just go with it. Like there's no time for it, so I'm just like, all right, it is what it is.
We roll with it.
We're rolling with it. We're rolling with it.
Okay.
These are no regular flesh-eating beetles.
My queen, get back. It's dangerous. Trying to swat away the beetles that are coming forward.
All right, so let me make sure.
Do we want a boon to all rolls?
They didn't even knock on the door. How impolite.
I can do that, or I can blast them with some damage.
Blast them.
Malcolm, is this like a swarm, or it was a swarm?
It was
and
a
now they're skeletons.
So there's swarms over the bodies of the 4 guards that are down. So
Okay.
pretty much the insects, their bodies were packed, so they seem like if they would have
were
packed
in
them
the
down, they would have
skeletons.
felt like the beetles would have been like their skin and their muscle,
Rude.
and then they just pour off of them out of the sheets into and are eating the guards that are being downed right now. So
They're
I
eating
have
the guards.
Jumbi as first to go, and I have
If anyone wants to trade with Kira, she can give you all a boon to all your rolls for the round. Unless you want her to do something else.
I mean, if there's skeletons, Jumbi can try control skeletons.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna do.
Do you roll for that, or that just works?
But
you'd have to roll for it.
but
you
I've got
want a boon on that
Jumbi
roll?
first. I've got
But-
Kazan next, Drell, Takula, Makeda, Ashton,
Damn. So
and
I'm down far.
then Kira after that.
What about
Then
Kong?
Sylvia.
having
But,
heard
oh,
that-
hold on. I was wondering
Where are
why.
they- where are the
where
beetles?
are my enemies? So here's the thing. Let me put my bad guys in because
This
they
is
need
fine.
to
Yeah.
show.
We'll read
We
it.
can work with it, yeah.
Show.
I think I'll switch with Kira.
Because
I
my
think her
my
casting
horn
that
will
boon
give,
is better than me trying that right now.
because it affects everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody within 100 meters gets
Yeah.
a boon to all rolls.
That is pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
pretty snazzy. I feel like for round one, that's probably the best out
Yeah,
the
I'm
gate.
gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, Malcolm.
It only
You're
gets
gonna
better
do
the
what?
more- the
I'm
more people
switching
do.
with Kira
Mhm.
so that she can do her
So
thing.
I can do.
That makes sense.
And we're just gonna go for the classic.
She's gonna toot it. She's gonna toot
And
it, and we're gonna
everybody-
boot it.
Yeah. I'm marking off the willpower.
All right. All right. Show. Sorry. Moving as quickly as I can.
It's okay.
Okay, now let's do that. Because I was like, there's no bad guys in here. Okay, so it's no longer Jumbi. So you can't really do that anymore.
Psych.
So it's like because there were no the villains weren't in the initiative order. So it's Makeda first now, followed by the two skeleton gift bearers who are beside, followed by the white, followed by Shebi's not here. So then Ashton, Kira, Karasi, Takula, the character, the white Takula, Jumbi. So you're a little bit farther down, unless you swap out. So yeah, unless you hold your action to get to, unless Makeda holds her action to, and changes that with someone
You made
else.
me pay a lot for that scarf.
Oh yes, the scarf I was supposed to. So what the scarf is, I will give you. So I'm gonna give you how many times you can use it, but basically, it's a 2 willpower use, and it basically allows you to kind of misty step 30 feet when you use it that way.
I'm less pissed now. You can take my card.
Well, my question was because my effect that I can do doesn't really do any damage on that round to anybody.
Right.
It just buffs everybody else. So
So we probably want to give someone with.
So if you
Do
give it to
you
Kira, then
want-
Kira would do the buff right now, and then everyone would get the buff if that's what
But
you
then
want.
you would get 2 rounds of baddies.
Yes.
So would you rather bonk the baddies and have me go first round after baddies? Switch with
We can try and
whoever's.
bonk some baddies, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I can.
Okay.
Are these baddies clearly demonic / undead?
Undead for sure, right?
They're undead for sure.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay, so where?
And
let's see where
Kira, you're right here.
Okay.
Sylvia, Drell. Let me actually pull back a bit because I didn't put you in any particular order. Like I didn't even split you up by group. So you've got like Jumbi,
Well, in that case, actually,
Takula.
Jumbi, do you want to try going? You want to swap with me, actually, Jumbi? So you go first and try and control him.
Yeah.
There. I'll trade cards with Jumbi.
Let's see. There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, so you're trying to do control.
Yeah, control dead.
And so if we're looking at do you know your
I can try to control all 3 of them.
You
if I
can?
cast this. Yeah, if I cast this to 3 at level 3. So I'm gonna try all 3 of them.
You can, I'm going to tell you right now, you won't be able to control the white. The white is a monster. The white is not mummy, undead, or skeleton. It's a special type of class of undead, which is a monster. So, I mean, the zombies would be that, but like, so yeah, those only the other 2 skeletons would be susceptible to that. Yeah. And you're looking at necromancy. The spell is, what rank is that? Is it control wall? It's control undead. It's rank 3. So it's a very powerful spell. Control undead, you bring 1 skeleton, archer, skeleton warrior, living dead, or mummy per power under your control. The creature shares your initiative in combat and directs his action. Note, undead servants can only perform simple actions. Okay, got that.
It makes it like my skeletons, right?
Yes, they become yours, but I believe it's an opposed row is what I'm trying to find, because you are trying to take it away from whoever brought them to life in the first place. Because the spell lasts until the creature reduces 0 hit points. Cast control undead on the same creatures. So, oh, it's not an opposed row. I'm very surprised. I need to. I guess just the other could just try to cast control dead back on them is the only way. Yeah, so go ahead and you would cast, you would try to cast on those, and it says, where do you see that you can do more than one?
It's in the
Upcasting
description.
it.
Upcasting, okay, is
Power level 2.
How much willpower is it? It doesn't say how much willpower it is to use it.
it's 2
Depends
for
on the
every
power level.
power level, so it's 2 willpower for every level that you're. So if you're trying to get that second one in, then you're casting 4 willpower.
Yeah. So
It'll cost 8 willpower because it's a 3rd level spell.
Also, wait, real quick, you did not take your long rest. I'm resetting you on your sheet. There you go.
No, why would it cost 8 willpower?
Because it's a level 3 spell. Like when you go up in the tiers of magic, it costs more willpower per tier.
Does it?
Yes.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
think so, but
8 willpower.
I think it's still it's just harder to learn it, but your willpower is still 2 to cast that spell. I could be
4.
It should be only. I'm gonna lean on. I hear you, James. I'm gonna check on that because I've never. I so far haven't come in that because like rank 3 spells. That means, from my understanding, the rank is just how hard it is to find that spell, to get that spell, to acquire it. But spells, even because I think what you're thinking of, because rank is different from power level. Power level is always 2 willpower. Then the second power level is 4 willpower, and the third power level is 6 power. That means like if you tried to cast this at power level 3, you would just deplete most of your willpower, which I think.
yeah, I'm in the handbook because I was looking at it earlier. It says power level spell.
It's easy to misread that.
Charge it with 1 to 3. Casting a spell costs 2 willpower per power level. It says nothing about rank.
Nothing about rank.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep, you're good. You're good.
Normal spells always
I've been
cost at
playing that
least
wrong
2,
this
and
whole
magic
time.
tricks cost
Yeah.
1.
Okay, yeah, you'd have a lot more willpower to your advantage.
Before, and I'm gonna roll necroticism, right?
Now here's what I will say. Something I'm gonna just tell this above board. Something about the way the skeletons move is different to you.
You're gonna bullshit me out.
I'm not about to bullshit you. I want.
Bullshit me out.
I'm about to make you roll it. I'm about to make you roll your attack at Bane. I mean your spell at Bane. But the reason is because both Shoyebi and you, every undead that you've ever brought, seen, fought, has almost seemed like a mindless skeleton. There's something about the way these skeletons move. They almost seem like they have personality. They almost seem like they have souls. They may not be speaking, but they move a little different, each one. It's almost like the mindless skeletons versus like the pirates and the dead folks from the Pirates of the Caribbean. They almost seem to be like different. So in that way, to take control of them, it will be at a Bane check.
Is that going to be the same situation when I try to banish them?
No, banish is banish.
If I had this information 10 minutes ago, I would have let a melee fighter bonk him.
Do you want to try? I mean, you can still take them. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Let's just do it.
Isn't your ability like 16 or something?
What are we doing?
Isn't your elementalism? I mean, isn't your
yeah. Oh no, it's good.
You should succeed.
All right, we'll see.
You don't trust like that.
I got a success.
So you hit a 17 and a 4, and you still got a success, and you were crying.
I gotta roll it at Bane.
And you still got a success. So your thing is 17, and you were giving me a shit about that.
I'm just saying.
To be fair, he tied.
Yeah, he tied. So the two that are holding those like double like daggers, they kind of start to jerk, and the main white kind of looks at them, kind of like weak as they like step forward, and their eyes kind of light up these purple flames as they become agents of Jumbi. I will mark them with a die so that we know that they are yours for now.
Beast of Death.
Good shit. That's your action. Do you want to move anywhere, Jumbi?
How far am I? I can't see me. Hold on.
Sorry, you are here. So about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, about 40 feet away. Stay in there. Okay. So Jumbi holds his ground. We move from Jumbi to those skeletons. So it's actually your turn. So what do you do with those skeletons? Because they would have been next anyway.
So they are just regular skeletons, right?
They are regular skeletons with basically they count as knives, as bone knives, which means that the damage output is 1 dice lower. And on any demons, the fragments will break. They do have dual wield, so they can attack twice if they spend the willpower. But other than that, that's what they are. They're just regular skeletons with daggers. So meaning they're going to roll, they need to hit 12s. On their they need to hit their knives, they need to hit 10 or under to succeed on a knife, and they're going to be doing d6 damage, just regular d6 damage.
All send on the willpower, because if you lose control of them, you at least waste their willpower.
Yeah. So and then if you spend the 3 willpower, then basically they can attack twice.
Yeah. So I'll do it for each of them. That's
Kazan. Oh, he's not there. I was wondering, is dual wield? Is it a bane on one of the attacks?
The second one.
Bane on the second attack.
It's a bane on the second attack. That's what I thought.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So where do you want them? What do you want them? Do you want them to attack? Just they're just attacking a big guy.
Yeah, they're gonna both attack the big guy.
Okay.
Hold on a second. What am I rolling?
I'm looking really quickly just to double check.
You should be rolling
a right?
yeah. So you should be rolling a. Oh come
or no,
on.
dual wields.
The first attack is going to be a 10 or under.
Yeah, the second attack is a bait. Just check.
I'm going to roll... Okay, so that was the first attack. I rolled a 3.
Okay, that's a success. You can roll a d6 to...
Whoops. Wait, sorry. I don't know what that was. Was that a d6?
3 damage? That's a d... Oh, that's a d10.
That was a d10. Hold on, sorry. I rolled that back. So. There we go. 1 damage.
No damage. They're trying to pierce his ribs.
So that was for 1 skeleton, right?
Yeah.
You get a second attack because you're dual wielded, right?
Yeah, you get a second attack.
So the second attack would be at disadvantage.
Disadvantage on the second attack.
Got it.
That's it's a success. And then you're gonna give me another d6.
Six damage.
6 damage. So take. I
can't see.
1 point. He'll take 1 point of damage from those stabs.
These guys. All right. That was the first skeleton, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And you would all know this fighting skeletons. You also as a necromancer know they're not only is he wearing or his like the bone armor and then the layers and stuff and the like the leather, but the there's like kind of like a jagged leather helm, but also piercing weapons skeletons are resistant to piercing weapons.
Yeah.
If you control the skeleton, can you order it to kill itself?
You can order it to not doing anything. I don't think you can make it kill itself.
I rolled a 2 for 5 damage.
I mean, he could have it be not animate, like to just lay down and do nothing for the rest of the battle. He could just remove it from combat in that way, unless this thing can control dead and take it back. That's a success as well, right?
Yeah.
Any other damage? You gonna roll for that one?
Yeah. 4.
All right. So okay. Doesn't seem like they're doing much damage to him. He will some stabs here and there as they're kind of like trying to itch away. The white will respond with an attack.
I mean, if he kills his own guys, that's good too. So it's a win-win here. Guys, my dog is so pissed that I'm not sitting with her on the couch. She's like laying here fucking sad. It's really hilarious. I feel bad for
Go
her.
lay with her on the couch. Go sit with her on the couch. I release you. How dare you?
She's so upset. She's like laying there looking at me like, what the fuck, dude?
How could you?
Chubby is not here, so he will raise his finger and look at Jumbi and say something to the effect of inferior necromancer. And that hand of the dead, as he raises his hand and gestures towards your character, you will be thrown 2d4 meters away and land prone, and it afflicts that much bludgeoning damage. So 6. So we'll just say what that's about 15 feet. Throws you back, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning minus whatever your armor is, Jumbi, and just lays you down. And then, so that's what he does with that move there for the white, and then moves into combat range with Kira to kind of keep her on her toes. Then we move to Ashton.
Ashton may want to switch with Kira.
Okay.
Whoever would switch with me, then I can give everyone a boon.
To whatever the roll is.
To all rolls.
All right, switch there. And then, just so I know again, when I do get to Jumbi, that will actually be Makeda, right? Because they switch.
Yeah.
And for the sake of mechanics, what's really happening is that you're holding your action. So the person holding action is deciding who gets to. That's how it's like working. Yep. That's what how the switches are making sense narratively. Okay. Then Kira. So Kira is blowing her horn. Goes out, everyone gets boom.
For a bit of flair, whoever's attacking me, I will blow the horn in their direction, in their face, even though it has a 100-meter effect.
Okay.
Just to be a jerk. Whoever's like
She's
getting
blowing
close to
directly
attack
into
me.
the whites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, he's probably not that big. He's probably like he's around. It's a normal human size, but he's still towering over her. Yeah, for sure.
That's my turn.
All right, Ashton.
Everyone has a boon to all rolls.
With this newfound knowledge of not costing 2 additional willpower per rank.
Yep.
Have you been doing that this entire time?
Yes,
I didn't know.
I have
Oh my
been.
god.
The old man's just been
Ashton's-
using all this extra magic.
He's dropping his leg weights. Here we go.
Like Like, I thought you had to make a
Language.
very careful, deliberate decision when using these powerful spells.
But here's the thing: what equals it out is you also have learned 3 separate magic schools that he wouldn't know right now. So it probably is good that we were probably playing that way for a little bit. Okay.
Let's see. And spells can also get upcast to rank 5 now, or power level 5.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have one of the spells that can go up to rank 5.
How do we know which ones those are?
I sent you all the rule book, the new magic book. So unless you've been studying, just look. So basically, like you could go through your animism or whatever, like your elementalism in the new magic book, and see what the new rank 5 spells or versions of your spell are.
No, power level 5.
There's a power level 5. I thought it was just rank 5 spells.
Oh, it might be rank 5. Never mind.
I don't think there's a power. I think all levels still are power level 3. There are now rank level 5 spells. That would be crazy. Yeah. There are just spells that are beyond the rank. Up until this point, we've only had rank 3 spells. Now we have rank 5. And a lot of the rank 5 spells are ritual castings. Many of them are like ritual castings. And then when we start talking about Dracomancy is like breaking the world. Yeah, I started reading through that, like dragon magic is stupid. It's like that's basically where Wish comes into the game, like Jameson was saying last time. Started thinking about like the no one can even, you can't even really necessarily find a master. It would be very hard to find a master that knows Dracomancy. You got to find a dragon to convince that dragon to teach you dragon magic.
Well, hey, we know where one might be.
But what I do love about the new magic book is that it's narrated by like someone from the Order of Eldain, which are kind of like the Order of the Veil in the Dragonbane world, where they're all like all this magic stuff is heresy. And so it's so funny, like every single chapter is like these folks talking shit about magic. Like it's an entire book about magic, but the person, it's kind of like Volo's guide, but the Volo is like, these people are evil, so-and-so's a heretic. Like, like illusion magic is evil, right? And it's pretty cool. All right.
Dude, that's fucking dope. I gotta read that shit, man. It's really like
I've sent it to you.
I was fucking talking. I didn't realize I was muted. That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, I actually like some of the flair in the Dragonbane books. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna use Master Spellcaster.
Okay.
So I think that costs 3 willpower to activate. I have it written down here somewhere.
It would be 3 willpower to activate Master Spellcaster. Then the 2 spells are going to be 2 willpower each. You cast the first one, then you cast the second one. So you're looking at set. Yep.
So I'm gonna cast.
And then if you upcast them, then those spells will be more.
Yep. I'm gonna upcast Fireball to power level 3 and Fire Blast to power level 3.
Shit, okay.
That's a 12 and a 15, so that passes, and that'll be 48 and 46.
All right.
Granddad's cooking with fire now.
That'll be 14 for the 46, and 16 for the 48.
Jeez. All right.
30 damage. Fire.
30 damage. Let me go ahead and. How much for the first? The first one was how much?
14.
14. Okay, and then have 16 for the next one. All right, he's still alive, but that it's like starting to like burn, and like the cloth and all those like beautiful adornments are just like kind of coming off of the figure as it continues to still march forward. It doesn't seem to feel any pain, but it seems to be very aware that its like physical body is slowly giving out on it, and it doesn't seem to care much, but it is dwindling. It will fall soon.
What?
Is that so? It's beyond. It's lower than bloodied. It's bloodied. Kira, you already. Yeah, you went right. So then
swapped,
Ashton.
yep.
So then Karasi is next, actually here.
Okay. So for the white, is that who he had been attacking?
Yep. This guy's slowly burning up.
Okay. So Karasi is going to cast Banish
Okay.
at level 3. So she's gonna use. Oh my gosh. Alchemy. Okay, so animism. Hold on. Come on. Why won't it do it? I'm trying to use alchemy and it's not doing anything.
Is it freezing up on you? You might have to.
Yeah.
You're welcome to use some if you got some real dice, or even Google dice or any. You could even do that if it's quicker. Since I'm
Yeah,
completely
I'm-
fine with whatever you got to do.
Okay, let me just try one more time. Okay, it just rolled regular. Did it roll twice? Oh my gosh, why won't it do any? Why won't it show me what's going on?
The technology is not with us this night.
No.
It has not been with us tonight at all. Like you can even
Have
just
I
like
rolled once or
if
twice?
you Google and like just roll like you can roll a d20 and it should just roll it really easy if you want to do that.
Okay,
That should.
I'll just roll a second one.
Oh, there you go. I see that one rolling. Looks like a
Okay, I got
success.
2 successes, so I'm good. Okay, so then I've got to roll. Just make sure I have this. Okay. Okay, this is how much damage it's gonna do. 19.
19 to. All right.
And armor and natural armor have no effect, and you can't dodge it or parry it.
Ha. Get him.
All right. What is it that kind of damage is it?
It is.
Oh, this is banish. Yeah.
Banish.
So as you banish it, he just kind of goes, and as you hit the skeleton, his like bones just kind of whatever hasn't burned to like crisp lights up this like radiant light, and then just blasts away. And as all the bones kind of scatter, the head rolls and kind of against like the wall or one of the columns and props up. And as it's burning away, is muttering a curse on Daru for your failure to acknowledge the and even though it's just a chattering teeth, the spirit speaking through it seems to not be the thing that is. It almost seems to be the messenger. The undead of Nibet are the true owners of this land, and you harbor the living dead that should have never returned. And then the head collapses and crumples. The skull buckles. Some steam comes out of it. Green smoke escapes, and it is gone. This guy's no more.
And we keep the skeletons.
Now, as that happens, would have been his second white is no longer removing him, but the beetles start to spread off of the bodies and start to crawl forward rapidly towards Kira and Sylvia. Sylvia and Kira may have an evade check. Actually, sorry. You can decide. This is the thing. You can decide to either take the damage like a monster, or you can choose to fast footwork. Or if you've already taken action, you would just take this damage. It's not necessarily just a free save. It is like a monster attack.
So,
If this is a monster attack,
Yep.
then could shield block work?
I'll take. That's a tough one because it's hard to see how it's one of those things where rules is written, shield block should work. It just doesn't make sense. These bugs could crawl easily through Sylvia's armor, and that's my only problem with it. So I'm gonna say these aren't traditional monsters in that sense for today. And if it's any sense, the way I create this is a spell. It's like a persistent spell. It's essentially insect swarm, which actually isn't a monster attack. So yeah, it's kind of like it would automatically do this, but I want you to be able to use actions to dodge it. So I'll say shield block doesn't work on this particular one.
Sylvia will take the damage.
Okay, so it'll be 9 points, or you take 9 points. Sylvia will take the 9 points of piercing damage. Okay. What about Kira?
Does armor work on this?
Armor does not work on these because they just crawl through the armor.
Can she fly? Can she fly up?
She cannot fly.
She stomps and kicks. She doesn't. She's a.
All right, the secretary bird.
Yeah. And I'm not rolling an evade. It's like you take the damage, or
unless you have fast forward. If you have fast forward, you can take the evade because you've already made your action, so you would not be able to make an evade. You would not be able to make an evade unless you have that ability.
I have not taken a fast footwork. I cannot do it.
Okay, so you will take 9 points as well, as they begin to swarm you, and those enemies that were there begin to stand up. And what is left of those guards, actually 2 of the guards stay down like they're still being eaten by the skeletons, but the 2 that stand up are now very much skeletal remains.
Shoyabi would love this.
Would you say they were zombies?
No, they're skeletons. The scarabs ate their fucking skin off to the point where they are skeletons.
Sweet.
Conan Cackle calls dibs.
I think we.
Well, they don't have their necromancer, so they're shit out of luck.
No, we fight for the bones for our necromancer.
He's like banging on the walls of the flitter, like.
Yeah. Why don't y'all share half of the bones? Why don't y'all split them equally?
They have an army.
Sure.
Give us bones. Maybe he'll teach you how to make them bury themselves next time you hang out.
He would if he could, but he's not here.
He's not. He's so distractible, you know.
Jimmy will allow it.
Yeah, so the guards have arisen essentially as just skeletal remains.
Oh, they look dope.
Now as let's see who's next. I've got and all this is the Alora, the Kahlo, they've all like dove behind like the stone round table, and Zethea's just sitting at the table just like clapping as like things explode. He's like just enjoying the show. If I'm not,
should be Takula, right?
It should be Takula. Yeah. Yes, Takula.
Yeah, I mean Takula. I mean, it's kind of in the back there, like gonna be kind of yelling out like, "Get the counselors out of here!" And you'll see him like whip out a longbow and string 2 arrows, and gonna try to take shots at the 2 skeletal guards that just rose up.
Yep.
Don't have confidence that it's gonna do a lot because we heard that about skeletons, but let's go. And we Kira did the thing, so should be a boon. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, Takula, you logged in a bit later, so everybody's original equipment was blessed. So I don't know if you go into alchemy, I can actually show you really quickly here. So you're now equipped with a weapon called Mistwind. And so Mistwind has it's your longbow, it's all your normal stats, but when you shoot an arrow from this bow, you may spend 2 willpower to make it ghostly. Okay, it doesn't really help you here. It can pass through walls or creatures similar to this thing. So you could like hit something beyond so just something you know about Mistwind. Otherwise, yeah.
It's pretty nice. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. So yeah, targeting the 2 guards that just rose up. Where did my photos go? There we go.
They're right here. Yep.
That's a success.
Okay.
So let's roll for the one on the right. It's gonna be 13 damage. The piercing.
Okay, so that's actually still pretty good because with their -1 to armor, and then 13, so it makes it 12. So still taking 6 points there on that first one, which is close to blood. That pretty much bloodies that first skeleton.
I'll take it. Yeah. Second one not as good. 6 damage.
Actually, no, more than doubles. It would be 6. Yeah, that skeleton is close to one of them's close to dead, and then this one's 6 damage, and that would be 5, and then that one's a little bit. That one's okay. Yeah.
And I think Takula's gonna kind of walk back towards. Was the queen actually like in her throne back there?
She's just kind of like hiding behind the table here.
Yeah.
You could like kind of like protect
Just
them.
kind of like interpose between them.
Fair enough. Okay. So all intents and purposes, the big bad is done. Just finishing up, and then these two of them are being controlled by our necromancer, Jumbi. So it's really down to a few of us who can finish it: Drell and Kazan and Sylvia, who can still Kazan is first.
And the beetles are not a problem.
Oh yeah, the beetles are on right now. They're on our 2 fellow heroes, so you could try to get them off, or they could try to.
I am before Kazan because I switched with Jumbi.
And where's Kazan's character? Oh man, I don't think I put you back on the board. You should be. I'm gonna put you right here.
Kazan comes in from his
yeah, from his flute.
Okay, so Makeda, you're up next.
I believe so, according to alchemy, because I switched with.
Yes, because you switched, so you are next.
Can I go over to Sylvia and try and shake the beetles off of her? Is there how is this room lit? Are we doing natural daylight? Are we doing torches? Are we doing
There's
candles?
just natural, because there's natural lighting. It's getting really, so there's some sconces around the room, so it's like dimly lit. Each of these is casting like a 30-foot like circular radiance, and there's a little bit of sun as the sun's going down. So it's mostly like there's no like shadows to where you can't see anything in the room. You've got enough view to make calls that I'm not going to give you Bane on.
And these beetles are like. Are these magical beetles in any way? Are they summoned by a spell, or are they like just trained?
They are real physical beings. They are magical in the sense that they seem to operate with this group.
Okay, I was asking if I could dispel them, but
yes, you could. They probably are magical in that way that they could be dispelled.
Okay, then I'm gonna take Sylvia by her little elvish shoulders, give her a.
Well, do you have dispel? Can you cast a spell?
I do.
Oh wow!
Because over the year you let me choose 3 first-level spells.
Okay. There you go.
So get a hold of yourself.
What magic? What school do you know? Or is it just general?
I already learned it before.
Yeah, I know you did. I'm just wondering.
Also dispel general. Yeah.
Yes, general. So okay, go ahead and make your cast.
Yay! Spellcasting.
I will say it is pretty funny a scene because Sylvia is not like writhing in pain or anything. She's just standing there, covered in needles as you're shaking her. It's just like.
I also realized looking at the spell, I don't need to be touching you, so I am going to stay
just do it from right here.
Yeah, I'm going to do it from right here. I don't want to. Yeah, that's gross. And I am going to. I'll dispel on you. Against my mentalism, which is not good because
you get to roll with a boon.
Got it. Ah, boon. Because of the doot doot. Doot doot. Cool. Success on the doot doot.
All right, nice. So as you, what do you? Is it just like a mumbling of words? Is it what's it look like as you think you?
So I know Makeda's magic doesn't come from Eshu because that's a different thing, but I think Makeda is gonna pull some of her sense of style from Eshu the Word Weaver, Eshu the opener of doors, and she's gonna focus on Sylvia. And there's going to be a moment where she's like narrowing in, slow like focus in on her face as her eyes, the slit dog pupils open up, and she whispers a word that is lost in the wind, and all of the beetles
Beetles just fall off, and as they cascade down, they fall on the ground and they just like kind of turn into mist and dust.
Oh, we can't keep them moving.
Does that work
Nimby-
on two
Nimby-
people?
Nimby laughs.
Actually, yeah, I will actually for tonight. The spell is dispelled on one, it's dispelled on both. So Kira, you are clear as well.
Oh no.
Thanks.
If that clears, then who's next? We got, is it Kazan next then, or is it Drell? Kazan and then Drell and then Sylvia.
That sounds right.
I think that's right.
Yes.
So Kazan, what do you do? It's probably our last round of the game. We only got 2 bad guys
All right, where's the closest bad guy to me?
right here, rushing in.
All right.
Get him. Get him.
Yeah.
So
So
if you're going there, then Drell's probably going here, and then Sylvia, if there's anybody left.
okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna activate dual wield.
Okay, go for it.
All right. To pass.
Get him. Oh, please, Blade.
17. Okay.
Leave them in twain.
And I'll do my next attack. And the next one is it's done at a bane because of the song, right?
You get a
I was
boon to
imagining the-
all rolls.
I know you say you use a horn, but I imagine the Pingu little, like, when you see him go dirt dirt.
Oh,
I am
Oh.
always when I first did it, I was like, when you take like a toilet paper roll or
Yeah.
a paper towel roll and you go like that's what I'm doing. Like it's very much a kazoo if it could be.
Love it.
Because I couldn't be a duck. So I might as well get a kazoo if I can.
Did you guys also get the deal that if you die, you can be a duck?
No!
Oh, shit.
Malcolm!
Our deal is that if we
I've
die, we get
never
to be
said
ducks.
this. They
You're
just
not
say
supposed
it,
to
and
say
I'm
it
just
out loud,
supposed to.
Joe.
I just grin and bear. Like they go, oh, if we all die, we're all gonna be ducks. And I go, okay, y'all do
Killing
that.
those ducks. Killing those
Oh.
Hey,
ducks.
Malcolm. Hey, Malcolm.
There's a
know,
bunch in
if-
this world, so like,
Yeah.
We have introduced some mallards. There's some mallards. Hey, you all didn't do some exploring,
is
so there are some
cool.
mallards to meet and some mallards to be. So if you do, you can be a mallard now. It's fine. I'm okay with mallards.
Yeah, now that you're in love with your characters, you could have the chance to be a mallard.
That is the I did, yeah.
It's a really good impression. Totally, Malcolm.
Thanks, that's
What are
exactly
these
how it
rolls for? Okay, there's these are hammer.
The first rolls were not right. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go.
I mean, he's not going to survive this. I'm going to tell you, if you hit him, he's not going to survive. So you smash one of them with hammers to smithereens. You're literally smashing these things to dust.
Little
And that's just because I know how much, I know how many hit points that thing had left. It's dead. I'm seeing you roll all those dice. I'm like, no, it's over. It is a hammer, which it does not have resistance against. Camera pans over Drell as Kazan is doing work on that second to
Yeah.
last skeleton. What do you do here?
Well,
As young Sylvia, waiting to get her heroic moment with this new group, is realizing that
They're
she's
all
probably
just,
not
like,
going
eating
to.
so
Good job, everyone.
just to add, I mean, I was gonna try this before, but maybe this will just be flavor. As I'm strolling by to that skeleton, I have a very pungent aroma.
Of course you do.
Oh no.
From
Michaela's
being
like,
the-
"Ugh."
Even
So-
at the festival.
I mean, like really, no. Right now, I'm like really. It's disgustingly. We'll figure it. I'll explain later.
Okay.
Drell will explain later.
Oh.
This is a recurring thing with these characters.
It's not like a
Much to
pussy
my
wound
character's
this
dismay.
time, right?
No, not a festering wound. This is
All right.
truly
Okay.
fresh, pungent.
Okay.
I don't
so
know if
I
that's
will.
better.
Yeah.
It's
Alright,
not getting
I got
better.
my battle axe here. Let's see. That's a success. I will
Success.
swing with my my new my demon splitter.
Hey.
Hot damn.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, I'm not gonna do percent.
I wish that's what her horn sounded like. That'd be so
Like
good.
Blue from Blue's Clues.
Oh yeah.
I mean, is that enough already, Mel? That's 12. I have dual wield, but
That's enough.
Okay.
The second one collapses. You slice it directly through. Check the room. Everyone's safe. The two skeletons are standing there, under control of Junbi. So everyone kind of huffs and kind of comes down, trying to reel of what that was about. Are there any immediate reactions as I know it's really late, we're about to close out here, but just give you a moment to have any reactions, just like kind of like for me to
Wow,
to.
You guys are so awesome. Sylvia covered in scare bites, looking at what you all did.
No.
What
I was
did he
hoping we
mean by what he said before he dissolved? Something about harboring.
Yeah, somebody we're harboring
Harboring.
Can I have an awareness check from everyone?
one of him, right?
Worried.
Sorry, no,
Basically-
a myths and legends check from anyone.
I would
Anyone
assume-
who's willing to take it.
Well, because Coin and Cackle, remember when we were down in the
Ooh.
catacombs, we ran
That's
into
a-
those
That's a
undead
fail.
Okay.
Success.
Success.
Failure.
There's enough successes that I'm hearing that since the beginning of this campaign, the first year we started, on the map in Legend Keeper, one of the first legends in the Hearth House when you first arrived in Daru, if you were in either group, maybe not both groups heard the legend, but it's always been available. Is the legend of the long, and maybe it's coming to you now, like you recall over drinks, you've heard about this, the empire of Omero that vanished overnight, leaving a ghost city near the cursed Nabeshan Pass. And many people believe that might even be why the pass is so cursed, because some people believe that the undead control the pass itself. It's always been rumored, but no one's really seen it. And so most people believe that the gates are guarded, that old ruined city of Omero is the land controlled by a lich, a young Lich King. The funny thing is, when that king died, he was but a boy, 12 years old. So a young Lich, boy that whose armies of undead may have been growing for years now, or maybe whatever's happening in the land now is kind of caught as an activation or surgent. But who has the highest myths and legends of all of you? Or who has just throw out some numbers, like
15.
15? Okay.
I'm only
Here-
12.
So I'm hearing, for you, Makeda,
14.
what is interesting to what was said by the skull is that it seemed to be talking as though it was sharing the idea that almost like the land, something like the land of the Ashlands had done something sacrilege, like almost like they had broken some kind of pact and now deserve acknowledgement by the King of Omero.
All of the Ashlands.
All of the Ashlands in this region.
Okay.
And one of the things that stuck with you is that he says that some of you need to return to the dead from which you came. And Ashlands is full of people who were resurrected by Khalid, who now bear flesh, who should be dead. Maybe it seems to...
Khalid,
Hell
all
yeah,
of my
I'd kill
problems
my
come
dad.
back to Khalid. I'm telling you, he is, for Makeda, the Reagan of everything. It all comes back to him and the choices he made. If we trace the policy back far enough, Khalid made
Choices,
choices in ego.
It's just a little
It is fair.
trickle down
It's a little trick-
zombieism, you know?
Maybe it's because Khalid was supposed to be my first villain, and the group turned him
And
into
then we were
like,
like,
he turned him into like a
I
good
did
guy.
not. I did not. I stay hating.
And so it ended up he had good intentions that just trickled down with bad effects. So like he's no longer bad. He's completely a good guy, but he just has these.
They don't even know about Ix.
Oh, they don't know about Ix. Oh no, they've met Ix too. They have met a version of Ix as well so far, so they probably know.
Was that before or after?
It was after
our
you
encounter?
all. Yeah, it was after your encounter.
Because I'm
Okay.
sure it was a little more
is Ix that
ravenous
demon?
after.
The demon.
Yeah, Ix is that demon. Grandpa climbed up the tower and blasted him from the window while the rest
Yes,
of us were climbing the stairs.
And so
Anyways,
you've learned a lot here. The skeletons fall in order. I wonder where the groups will go. I will ask of you. No crazy cliffhanger on today. No crazy like. So I imagine like them thinking about what they've learned. Yeah, and maybe thinking about where they. It's a good chance for them to think about where they plan to go and where. And there's some interesting hooks. I guess I'll leave with, some claps from Zathea. But there is a thing about you. If you're trying to maybe find out more about the demons and maybe more about dragons, I imagine that one of the hooks is going after talking to Khalid. Maybe it's a good time to be like, hey, you are a problem. Maybe we need to talk to you. And either group can maybe go after that. Other thing is, which I thought was really interesting hearing about tonight, is freeing the people of Grindbone and maybe figuring out and going to Grindbone. That seemed to be the main focus. And
now I think we gotta talk to Khalid for the third time.
Well, we've already got an in with Khalid, so if you guys want, and we can coordinate through the Discord of what each group learns. Maybe we'll send a carrier pigeon
Could
your
do
way,
that,
you
yeah.
know?
And it seems like
You've got the Pony Express, right?
Unfortunately, we are the Pony Express, so it would be us coming directly to tell you what we know. We don't have underlings. We have not freed anyone from slavery and then
a
hired
Raptor Express. I imagine that makes sense to why they have raptors now. They're just like these fast raptors running around.
Well,
like,
I was also thinking we could send skeletons, so it could be
And
that we
if
just
you
send a
free
skeleton.
some people from Grindbone, you might have some more people to help you
Yeah.
with the delivery
And
of
that's
see,
the
what I'm
information.
here's the
service.
thing that you don't enslave them back. You say, here's an opportunity.
I've just freed you. You now face potential starvation.
What are you gonna do now?
Merchantry, you
I
have more
a
pressing.
rehabilitation program.
Merchantry has more pressing matters as we have a game on Saturday, so you have to figure out where
Yeah.
you think you want to go or where you think you want to. If you want to be in Daru, I'm happy to put that game in Daru. If you think you want to put it in Grindbone, I can figure out what it looks like there. If you think you want to put it on the road heading somewhere else, just let me know in the next day or two. It's pretty short turnaround.
As a player, I would.
happy-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm happy to let the Coin and Cackle group do some reconnaissance in Grindbone.
Okay,
And
do we want to try that and have them
we-
like
we can
they can be
look
fresh
at-
faces in Grindbone? And like,
Yeah,
Okay.
See what's actually happening.
Okay.
What people actually think of us. And then we can go talk to Khalid,
Okay.
and then we can share information.
What does Coin and Cackle think about that? Does that sound like a?
I mean, that works for us. I think, right?
He's kind of an ally. Last we checked, for us.
Which I don't know if we could
Ashton-
say the same.
Ashton would want to stop by Fort Arian first.
Is that on the way?
It is.
No.
No, it's.
It's the exact opposite direction, but it's close. It's much closer than Grindbone.
Okay.
What about that? What about how? Or is that tavern we gotta go to for the poison?
No. Fort Arian, Grindbone is well before Fort Arian. It looks like that on the. If you look at the region map, I know it's before Grindbone. I mean, Grindbone is before Fort Arian, but it's not far away. It's about a shift's march to
So
either
you
one.
could, so you could plan a trip that hits both spots.
That hits both spots. Now, marching to Fort Arian, I think that I don't know. I'll have to think about if Ashton has been accepted into Fort Arian, or if he's just been in one of the camps at the bottom of the mountain. I think he's probably like talked to some of the guys at the camp, but he's probably never been into the fortress. May have not.
I mean,
accepted.
I did say earlier before I even learned all this information, like that's what I was trying to do.
That's what you were trying to do,
Yeah.
right? So maybe I'll have you make some rolls and get some to decide if like he's been in there. So maybe he has some reconnaissance. Maybe he already has some information.
Hey, they invited me to go there.
They invited you to come hang out with them a little bit earlier on. Remember that was Valeth. But
Yes.
it's been a year since, so Valeth has, probably gotten clammed up a little bit more, been a little more concerned. So there's probably levels to this, of like who he's letting in and how far he's letting them in. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying let's figure out what you know so far between now and the next session.
I mean, my plan was to go there directly after the events of the Blood Moon. Like,
Okay,
that
so
would've
he would have
been
just
like
been
Ashton's
there.
first.
So then you always have, I need some mini game rolls to see what he's actually done. So you and I are going to have to probably talk a little bit. Remind me, let's talk over the next couple of weeks so I can set that up.
Okay.
But cool. I mean, we've got something going. It's I know it's always kind of like discombobulating to learn the different characters in two groups. It's not always the easiest, but I appreciate y'all playing through it. It makes for an interesting game nonetheless when you all do come together.
It was quite a interesting time. It's really wild. Also trying to bring in a new character on top of this.
Oh, on top of that, it's even harder. So like Sylvia's just like, I'm here. I guess I'll figure out who I am next game. But at least you'll be playing on Saturday, so you'll get to explore Sylvia a little bit
Have
more.
you watched Frieren?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll try to watch some Frieren between now and Saturday, see what I can get through. So yeah. So especially.
I have to run because I have to get up tomorrow morning and pack. And do
Good
all
night.
that.
Oh yeah,
Holy
it is.
cow!
Oh yeah, you have a
It's
cruise tomorrow,
past-
huh? It's almost 12 on a Wednesday.
On a
They
Wednesday.
gotta be
So-
up at
Oh,
five.
It's a school night.
Yeah, it's a school
Rest
night. We
up
went a
and-
little bit late.
It's
and enjoy.
nice to
a
see
good
the
one.
Saturday group. You guys are not as
Hey.
murderous as Malcolm says.
See, I just
Hey.
make
Jason,
you
you're
both
not
murderous.
sound.
We are
It's 'cause
opportunists.
Jason's not here.
Yeah, Jason's our guy.
Jason talks a lot of smack.
Yeah, and he's
but
Oh, the
yeah.
skeletons are coming with us, by the way. Skeletons are ours.
Yeah,
It's-
skeletons are ours.
No, we're
Well,
splitting.
no,
skeleton.
they could have those
The
other
ones
two.
that
They
are
could have,
already claimed. The ones that are already
yeah,
claimed.
they
they're
could have
coming
the
with
other
us.
two. They could have the other two for sure.
But
We
the
at
other
least
two
have
have
to
the
give-
armor.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Don't forget to
Actually,
put
the other two
your-
can't be rezzed because they already got rezzed.
Later, you guys. Malcolm, thank you so much. This was super
Thank
fun.
you.
Hey, so fun playing with you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
likewise, Sean.
It was
seeing
a
you,
great
yeah.
time.
good to game.
Make a lot of
little
money.
bit.
Make a lot of
Yeah.
money on Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll try.
sure.
We'll try. Don't
See ya soon.
hurt our reputation in Grindbone.
Oh, I won't.
Too bad.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Good
thanks. Have a good
stuff.
night.
All right, folks. Good night.
Thanks.
I'm gonna hang out
Great
for a little bit for
game.
anyone that
Bye.
sticks around.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Eddie,
Yo.
Magic Night
There were two.
this on the 28th.
Where'd you find
28th.
that background, Nick? It kind of looks like a merchant tree. I'm thinking that's kind of.
This was made on the Mid Journey. This is actually done by my mom. She was like doing stuff and she made
Oh,
this.
That's actually pretty
No,
cool.
No idea about the merchant tree or anything. She was just making her own thing. I was like, oh, don't
You
mind
should
if I
share
borrow
with
this.
Nikki as an idea. Maybe I kind
Yeah.
of like it. It kind of like feels very like Celtic and Druidic and but it could be. It could have some like.
It's a good
Aquilon
reference.
Inspired, good reference to make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's actually a good reference. Yeah. Oh man, there was so much to try to get through tonight, but I think we
Oh,
got through.
Yeah, sorry to
We-
come in so fucking late, dude.
No, it's okay.
I have no
It was
good.
a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, there was and like there's so many things like I end up. What's so funny is like I spend so much time sometimes populating the world, but realizing in a group of 9, no one's gonna look at any of it so there's a lot of like Easter eggs for people that do start looking at Legend Keeper, because what I want to essentially lean on is that since we only play every 2 weeks, there's not a lot of downtime for role play and like market stuff. So if you just start exploring Legend Keeper, you'll see who's selling what and who's selling good stuff. Like Mama Lucci's selling some really cool alchemy products, like potions and stuff that could be really cool. But if you're so it's just a lot of stuff sprinkled throughout that if you look for it, and even some of the hooks, they won't even come up in game unless you go click on there and see what that person is talking about, and then that could give you something to kind of bring back to the party. So
Yeah, I like the out of out of turn bartering sort of stuff that we were getting into.
that was fun. That was actually pretty cool. I was cool to see the two groups bartering over. Oh man, I did persuasion. I hate when I do that. There's a whole skill for that scene, and I didn't use it.
Yeah.
Next time, call me out, because like when I do that, it's just because my brain is.
Yeah, I was just letting it ride because I was like,
yeah, it's bartering. It's bartering would have been the skill check. Yeah, but it was also cool to see because at the end of the day, it was just really on how they were role playing. It was really a role playing thing.
Oh yeah.
So
it's also great to see that I think overall, it was pretty good. I was a little bit worried because two groups. It's hard to know how things are
so
gonna
difficult.
Go.
You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what's gonna.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
And trying to get everybody to work up to at least the hour of talking and banter got everybody comfortable. I think with each other enough to start chit chatting and stuff. I do think this would be a good group if we had a chance to play. Like this would be a fun group to play at the same table with each other. 9 players in all. I think it still would be really fun. Over virtual, when you don't play with each other often and stuff, it's just really difficult, right?
I feel like this group would shine the most in short, light sessions.
Yes, yeah. It's
what this was kind of.
What this was, and what this was you all taking information that I was giving, reflecting it back to me, so that you're telling me what's important to you, and then I can lean on it. So it was interesting because I came with all this stuff about dragons and demons, and everybody said, "Nah, let's look at slavery." And that's cool because now I can lean on what's important about that, even though I came prepared. Yeah, the dragon stuff and the demon stuff will always be there, but it's good to know what's most interesting about the world right now seems to be what's happening in Grindbone, right? And that was something that you all chose, that if I would have just said, oh, let me decide, I would have just been like, oh, I think it's this thing that's going on with the demon that came into the world, and it's really not right now.
It's cool that the other party wants to take that on and be like, okay, let's us do this.
You all gave them a reason to go to Grindbone. I never had a reason for them to ever go there. So now they have a reason to experience what Grindbone is like, right? So that's cool. So there's some really,
yeah. 100%.
I like it. And then you all get to go on this more kind of epic quest to see your master that you haven't seen, or you're it'd be like, hey, you're still fucking shit up.
Khalid.
Khalid
you
is
gotta
just
do better, man.
Poor
You gotta do
Khalid.
better.
But see, that's what Khalid. So I don't even remember, but his epiphany was that he originally wanted to tell stories and tell one cohesive story that would correct the world. And what he realized is, as the Grand Master storyteller, you can't have a good story without ups and lows. So even though he's no longer creating the stories, he realized that everything that he put in place would have to ebb and flow. So for every good ending he would have to have, it would have to dip again, and something really bad would have to happen, and it would have to do that for the end of time. So he's essentially set off something that is just normal. But it's just interesting based on your philosophical standpoint. It's funny. It's like Cheryl can easily see him as the antithesis of her problems. And what do most people do? Look at gods and go, can you look to God for hope, or can you look at these gods and be like, oh, to her, Khalid is the devil, right? He has caused all the problems in the world. And some might look at Khalid as no much more than yin and yang, right?
He's just part of this whole system,
Yeah. He's not really, he's a demigod. He got to that level and it's like he worked so hard to get to the mantle, and then he got to the mantle and realized he's no more powerful. It's like when Loki gets to the time place, he finds the stones in a drawer and he's like, oh, I'm not shit. I'm not shit.
There's so much more above me.
Yeah. So that's kind of like some of the ideas I was having, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, same here. Even though I didn't really get to show much.
I'm sorry, Nick. I felt like you didn't get a chance to do much tonight.
That's okay. I wasn't expecting to do too much because new character and coming into a group of 9.
And I felt less bad for you knowing that I was going to see you 2 days later, and I could just let you have your spotlight on Saturday. So so
at least introduce foot through the door.
Yeah.
People know the character, can see the character. So it's like we're there at least.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of worried about not being able to make the session because actually yesterday I came down with like a throat thing, like my
Oh,
whole
shit.
throat. Yeah, like it was like sore and stuff like that. I caught it from my mom. She got that
Oh.
like a couple days ago, and it's, I've been taking some cough medicine and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
been doing good, but the throat's not like fully there. So, but
I hear you, man.
but
Take
I'm
your
all but
time.
I'm already starting to like feel better and gonna get
That's
some
good.
good rest after.
That's good.
And again, another reminder, Eddie.
Mhm.
Magic Night on the 28th. We're gonna